We return now just outside.
Thanks, Arashi.
Just outside the pulsar, the pulsar's range, where it's only light fluctuations of the power supply as the pulsar emits its radiation bursts on the chain, where a crew is deciding what to do just as they started receiving a new transmission giving coordinates and tracking points in an old Milesian code. We were in the wardroom. Please continue.
So you're saying it was sending coordinates?
It was basically sending tracking information
It was
on
something.
following them to Erebas.
Yeah, because
Okay.
normally we wouldn't have been able to track them, but something with that chatter line allowed Zep to track them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, somebody should probably definitely answer that 'cause Calamity's too busy in a huff.
Oh yeah. Very much so. So you left the wardroom, right?
I was in the process of doing that very thing. I was going to leave if no one stopped me from doing so.
I would like to.
Yeah, no, by all means.
Okay.
Take
You-
it away. Like,
Are we in micro G or are we in 0G at this point?
You're in micro.
Okay. So I am still able to kick off as fast as I could to get to the door before Calamity can.
and I'm not like running. I'm just like walking.
Yeah, you're storming off.
Micro G and 0G are pretty much the same thing. It's implying that you're in deep space, but there are gravitational forces when it comes to like ship momentum and stuff like that.
Eventually, we will move down towards the floor, but in the process, everything still bounces around, but we'll eventually find a way
Oh, yeah.
home. Okay.
They're still
Yeah,
float.
yeah.
Oh yes, there's going to be lots of floating Ragna right in front of your face as you go to open the door. I'm going to slide in front.
And like my hand just goes out to hit the door panel and like jams into Captain.
Mm-hmm. Continue. We have stuff we need to take care of. We're still a crew. Remember your weird fruit tart?
I remember the weird fruit tart.
Yeah, weird fruit tart. Get back in the room. Finish having a conversation. Don't leave just yet. Be mad at me all you want as I'm turning Calamity and facing her back towards the
Ugh.
wardroom and like pushing off the wall behind me to like push you back towards the wardroom and the table.
All she does is make this like.
Like a weird
Rumply
disgruntled
floats.
cat,
Yeah.
grumpily
Yeah.
floating.
All right. Let me go. All right, fine. Okay. So what's our
So-
situation then? What are we doing here?
So, do you know what that is, Eden?
Hopefully that means it's a proof of life, but it's also Malaysian code for tracking if we want to follow this to get a better idea of where we want to surveil. I still think, if possible, we should find some way to see what's going on without going down there. I don't know if you exactly made friends the last time.
None that would still be alive. I'm going to. Are we able to go past at mode enough to be able to get long range scans down on the scans down on the planet to get more details so that we're not landing on it?
You would have to travel into the pulsar range.
Mm-hmm. We're currently on the edge of the safe zone.
Yeah. Once you're in, was it every hour or every 20 minutes?
Every 20 hours. I
Every
believe.
20 hours.
Every 20
Yeah.
hours.
For half an
That was
hour.
our window.
Yes,
half an
right.
hour, we have
That's
to have
right.
no
The
power.
window is about a half an hour
Yeah.
of pulsar just wave.
Yeah. Okay.
You could get within long sensor range, but any type of long range scan would take up the time that you would get hit with a pulsar. Even if you left as soon as a pulsar wave washed over you, or like you felt it in the safe range, and you went immediately. Once you got to, you would get the long range scan done just as you were getting hit with another one.
And we don't want to be that close to the planet with the grav and have half an hour of no power.
Well, can we rig something to go like further in?
Thrust to weight ratios.
Hmm?
Thrust to weight ratio. And Calamity gets up and like does like a wipe on the table to like clear away like whatever like screens are up on it. Just
I had
they all
papers
get, like,
on the
minimized into one.
table that are now flying everywhere,
Yes!
and I'm like,
I need this. I need the screen.
I
mean, okay,
start floating
so-
around grabbing my stuff.
The chain, right? So, and like I pull up a view of it, like a little like out exterior schematic of it. All right, so it needs this much thrust, all right, to attain this much delta V in order to get moving. She's fast, but she's very big and she's very hard to turn around. It's like, steering a cow. But, and then I bring up a schematic of Hunan. And by contrast, Captain, your apex goes hell of fast.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to turn around and maneuver. And the atmosphere in Erebas is basically nothing, right? So, okay, what if, and I pointed at, oh my god, I just lost your name. Captain Ragna. I point at Ragna and just go, what if we take Hunan? And then I point over at the good Galloway. There we go. I'm remembering names. It's been a day. I point over at Gallo and go, and we retrofit the sensor packages in your drones
To deploy
onto
from
her
human.
apex. I could take that and drop down to the planet, do a prolonged hard G burn across the surface, get back up to the ship, and then we could fucking jump the hell out of there in record time. We would be a lot faster than trying to take the ship down. It only risks one person. Hell, if I take the shield off of Morgana, I can probably survive the entry because, again, it's a really thin atmosphere down there.
How much? Well, how much time would that take if we got to retrofit Hunan with my drones? Like, I mean,
Well,
if
if we can just like adjust the sensor packages inside of your drones and then just attach it to the outside, I wouldn't be able to read the sensor data, but I could at least record it.
Doc, could you also do something about pre-prepping some autodocs for radiation in case it does take longer? Right?
no, I can do that with Strom, no problem. But I mean, I don't
You
know.
wouldn't be going down by yourself. You can see that I'm able to fit at least one other person. I'll go with you.
That seems ill-advised.
Why? If it's so safe as you feel confident about it, then you shouldn't really feel bad about bringing the captain with you.
Because, okay, how to say this politely, I don't need a co-pilot,
No one knows the conditions down there better than I do.
and nobody can fly like I can. Captain, it's not exactly a two-seater. This thing isn't like, a shiny sports car that we're gonna go like out cruising in. I
I've
like you
never
and all,
been in
but
a
not like
sports
that.
car.
This is an Apex. It's you sit inside of it, and then like if somebody else is in there, you go, please get your foot off of the thruster controls.
So, were you trying to fly Hunan or fly Morgana?
Hunan, because it's fast as hell.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, Ragnar would know Hunan better than anyone in case something did go wrong.
Let me also point out you did throw a gun at a crew member, so you could use a little monitoring.
That was an isolated incident under stressful circumstances, and I had a good reason, which I am, and I look over at the captain, conceding the point on. So yeah, I fucked that up. But
Guardian Angel.
I'm
Morale.
a better pilot than you are, Captain.
So I understand you'll still be in the driver's seat, but it doesn't mean I'm letting you go down there by yourself. I have been there. I understand the conditions better than you would.
And you still get the fly.
All right. I think it's a mistake. I don't think anybody should be coming down there with me, but I think this plan could work.
I can get my drone sensors onto Hunan as quick as I can if you let me go.
I don't think
still
I have a
also
better
super
plan than
hurt.
that.
You probably want to talk to Lexi.
Yeah, she helped me get them into Fidchell in the first place. So yeah, I'll go check in on her to help me It was hard to make them fit, you know?
Yeah, she's good at making things fit. So
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go find Alexia. I don't call her Lexia. I feel like that's only. I'll leave that to you. Okay, I'm going. Okay.
okay, tell her I said hi.
Oh god! I've taken psychic damage.
Ragna at this point is picking up the last paper where it's floating by the ceiling and is magged to the ceiling and is just like, I don't have a better idea. Is he gone? Are you out of the room at this point?
If no one stopped me, he was kind of just like, okay, yep.
All I'm doing is I drew like a crude map of a planet and then like a crude arrow leading from the diagram of Hunan I drew up and just like wrote hell of fast along the arrow.
Is it a chibi version?
Oh, it could be. Totally. Yes.
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 The little like
The little super
hands-on
deformed, like-
hips with the pointing.
Yeah. It's just a little arrow coming that, and then like an arrow drawing back up to the ship, and then the ship with an arrow going away.
And the arrow just says new next to it too. All right.
I wrote just the word leaving next to the arrow. There we
To
go.
make this to see how difficult of a task this is going to be, I'm gonna have to ask you guys in character to do some math,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
which means that I'm gonna need science rolls to plot this course.
I only have tactics. I don't
can
have
help.
science.
I got tech.
Uh,
Not science.
Oh, then I will be doing science.
Yeah.
I will also require now in this situation. This is also flight science, so I will allow intelligence and piloting.
Oh, you guys are better
Ooh,
off. You don't need me
okay.
anymore. You're good.
Okay.
Intelligence.
Oh, my
piloting.
intelligence still
No,
over
no,
one.
no.
Mhm.
You
Hello.
are doing a refit right now,
Yes.
so you need to make an intelligence tech test.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
What's
See where
Calamity's?
This plan leads you.
I think Calamity would probably be able to do the piloting intelligence, right?
Possibly. My intelligence is a 1, but I do have piloting. That would give me a +3.
Same. We have the exact same modifier in this case, so.
So yeah. So if you
Yeah,
want us
I
to
think
both
you
roll,
guys-
we can. But
Yeah, you guys are better off.
Oh,
You can
that was
always
almost
call in
on
a
brand.
ringer
Oh, I don't think I need it.
who might know piloting science maybe a little better than flying by the seat of their pants.
There is a
I
truce.
will call.
There
yeah,
is
there
somebody-
is a truce.
There
There
is a
is
truce.
somebody with noted multiple speed records
Hmm.
hanging up on their wall.
He'll just get a quick
certainly
comms
did.
message.
set that up before we, know,
Mhm.
set up and pay off. That's all I'm saying.
While you're like trying really hard to get it down, I'm just gonna go on my comms and be like, "Hey Zep,
Yes, Captain.
can I get you in the wardroom for a couple minutes?"
Good call. He's gonna need to fly the chain.
I'll be there momentarily.
Thanks.
I mean, if you're gonna be in the cockpit with me. Otherwise, who's left, right?
Only on comms with Ragnar, so he's not hearing any of the side comments.
You might get a little bit of it, but
Does anybody
Five.
here remember Long Division?
apparently I do with what I rolled. So, yes, I do.
I rolled 12. Like,
5 minutes later, the door to the wardroom slides open. Holding a pair of gravity glasses and a bottle of whiskey with his hair slicked back, the door opens. And he has a face when he sees more than just Ragnar in the wardroom.
oh hey, welcome to the big boy room. We've got a plan.
I need your help.
And I need some of this right now. And he just floats a glass in your direction and starts transferring.
And they were worried about my fucking drug use.
They're
Alcoholics, all of you.
They're essentially like gravity sippy cups,
Yeah.
Oh,
but fancy.
Fancy sippy cups.
Fancy sippy cups.
alcohol.
Yay.
speak
Yep.
ups.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm gonna
how
get
you-
myself a fucking sippy cup so I can drink booze out of it. Let's go.
To be honest, that'd be a great invention.
It's
It's just a sippy cup. You
Yeah.
just put alcohol in it.
Yeah.
It's invented.
Yeah.
Congrats. We made it just now.
I will say I rolled a 20, so it's gonna be Zep and I working on this shit.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I got a hot 12.
and a 6 stun point.
So as he literally downs a glass just to get things started,
Yeah, things are fine between us. It's great.
out of slight embarrassment,
Yep.
he gets to work with you. He can make a separate roll.
Okay.
He actually has science as one of his
Ooh.
focuses. He can make it a pure intelligence science check with a +5.
You'll get some rainbow dice there, buddy. Oh, he still did better than me. Wait. No, we tied.
Ew.
We both have a 20.
So is
I
it one
was
of those,
like-
like, you guys are doing math and finishing each other's sentences thing?
Ew. Oh no. Eden's like, I'm gonna go.
Weird energy in here, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Y'all were both sitting like looking at it strangely, and we were just like, "Hey, no, but if we do this," and
They're being smart with each other.
Oh no, I'm leaving.
He's, as soon as you start, I'm already ahead of you, and he's like tapping away on the console, bringing up trajectories, velocities.
no, the pulsar goes from this one.
Okay, fine then.
Alcoholic
I
nerds.
think
Alcoholic nerds. What?
at the end of it all, after maybe like 15, 20 minutes of everybody grinding away at the consoles and the math, you find out that you can get this done at the fastest speed possible, considering the distance to Erebas, as well as the speeds of the chain and Hunan. You can get it done in 19 hours and 35 minutes.
Kind of close.
It's plenty of time. Plenty of time.
It can be done.
That is better than I expected.
Well, I'm glad you had faith in me.
That's why I called you down in it.
Yes, that is why you called me down.
Yeah, because I knew this plan was going to work. This is a great plan. This is a brilliant plan. I've been thinking a lot about thrust recently. And you know, it's
Speaking
just-
of thrust,
Don't use it.
back in the mechanics.
How's
Let's see what that tech roll is.
That tech roll was a 17.
Okay. If you would like to roll Alexia's
Alexia's other half.
engineering test.
Okay, what bonus do I get from that? Or does she
has a-
get?
She has a +7
Ooh.
to engineering,
Okay.
intelligence engineering.
Oh, dang. 3, 6, 7. That'll be 14.
Okay. Between the two of you, mostly you watching and giving small pieces of just things about Fidchell that are unique to her. Because you're currently wearing a pair of med bands to keep you upright and not in grievous amounts of pain.
Mm-hmm.
Alexia is able to transfer the drones themselves to the outer hull of the thruster arrays on Hunan's shoulders. And as a little added bonus, she did a quick materials replacement for the enamel so that they actually match.
Oh my god. It's beautiful. Someone who loves.
And that's why it took her a little bit longer, but she wanted to make sure it matched.
Yeah, that looks really good, Alexia.
Thank you.
I'm sure Calamity's gonna enjoy flying that.
Bet you're it. Oh, yeah, Hunan.
Yeah. And, just, Ragnar will be there too.
Yes.
In
To fly.
To fly.
Fly.
Nowhere else.
Hunan.
To fly Hunan.
Yep. The two most awkward people in the entire ship are trying to avoid having...
Hey, you guys down here talking about my sex life? Jesus.
I'm gonna go back. I think now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go relax and watch some more.
Innuendo.
Just relax.
Okay.
Seeing my state.
I guess you better have.
Oh, this hurts.
I'm gonna make sure this is all finalized and calibrated.
Sounds good. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
That just happened.
There is alright, so there is just as you're wrapping up the final adjustments, a wave hits from the pulsar. Lights flicker for a little bit, but things weren't finalized at that time, so you would probably have to wait for the next one after that. So you have a 20-hour window. I will allow a short interval
Oh, shit.
in that time.
Oh,
This
you want me to
could
allow
allow-
deploy that?
By the way, this will allow a recovery.
Ooh, okay, cool.
So
cool,
you
cool.
would go from wounded. You were wounded. You went to injured in the last recovery. So
Well-
you could go from injured to basically recovered now.
Oh, I thought I had to roll, and I was only like 6 out of 15 of the way there.
Right. You were still trying to get past that spot.
Yeah.
All right. So you can roll for the next recovery sequence for Gallo. We can roll again for the next recovery sequence for Herc.
Yep.
And everybody.
I have to visit her, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
okay. In between treatments, that's doable.
I'm sorry, I'll replace the fucking pot, I swear. It just is a daily reminder that I launched someone into the vacuum
Yeah.
of space.
That girl's an orphan now.
Oh my god.
you made space orphans.
She was being held hostage. She might not even be alive anymore.
They probably offed her. She's not needed. What use is a hostage without someone to pay for her?
Ooh, fuck,
Ooh, yeah.
That's a 665.
The ooh yeah was not for the orphan.
Was the 6 on the
Man,
It
I
was.
just realized
oh, the churn?
Oh no!
Yeah.
But that gets me so close to getting rid of wounded. Still wounded, still injured.
That was a good roll.
But yeah, because
Yeah.
Test for Herc too.
what was well, he's got the auto doc is healing him, so it would be, I guess, Strom's, which I don't remember.
7.
Oh, buddy.
You hate him.
It's not my fault.
Are you sure?
It's not my fault.
Are you positive?
to be fair, it is
7.
technically, undeniably my fault.
Without
Without question, it is actually my fault.
It's
That's already
14, so it passes, but
passes.
but the die was only a 1.
Yep.
So that makes him go from 3 to 15 to 4 out of 15 towards getting rid of wounded, while I am
Wait,
now
Wow.
at
Ooh.
12 out of 15 towards getting towards wounded.
Well, you
buddy.
can roll. You can roll his stamina, and you take the better of the roll.
Oh, well,
that's the
ooh.
way it works.
Alright, what the
Ooh.
fuck is his stamina?
His stamina recovery.
Fucking beast.
Yeah, he is.
He is a 7 for that as well.
Okay, well, if the drama die is better, then the drama die will be better.
By 1!
Well, the other dice are terrible too,
Yeah.
to be honest.
What'd you get total?
This one failed, right?
It ties. It's an 11,
Yep. Yeah, that'll pass.
which raises it up to 2 on the drama die, so it's only up to a 5 out
Instead
of
of
15.
Oh,
Here
what?
you go.
It was a 2 and 2 1s. That was like the lowest
I mean, 5
possible
and 15
threshold
look
of
nicer
success.
together, right?
I
Just
made
as numbers.
every possible concession to help that happen.
Congratulations, you won the shitty lottery.
Yeah.
I think we should allow one of us to roll his thing next time.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
look. Why are you blaming me
Yeah,
and
I
my
I think
Nice.
you're using your
Stress.
psionic powers to make him suffer.
Wow.
I don't know how
It's my
fucking
turn in the
psychics
back.
work.
It's my turn in the rejuvenation chamber, not his turn in the rejuvenation chamber.
And really the damage is because he can't sleep because he's just hearing across the med bay.
Oh man.
You really get 2 of these, yeah.
Oh my.
Somewhere in the ship, Ragnar's heart sinks to Erebas. It's fine.
Oh god. Your soul just floats
My
out.
soul leaves the
Alright.
ship.
Fuck.
Ragnar's interlude.
I apologize to Zep.
You gonna go see Zep.
I'm gonna pee really quick, so you
Okay.
try not to make this awkward again.
We will.
It's fine.
Don't worry, it'll happen.
I was like, I'm not training anything right now.
Okay.
And I don't have sciencey shit.
In that 20-hour period, you catch Zep actually working out. He's running between the hangar bays. He's basically running into one hangar bay, running around that bay, running into the next one, running around that one, making like a clover leaf of all the hangar bays.
Can I ask a really weird lore question, just real quick, before you
Sure.
guys get started? Do we have like a dedicated exercising area?
I mean, Armory would probably have like treadmill and resistance equipment.
That precludes my second question, which was, does it not have a treadmill?
Yeah, no,
But okay.
it does. It does.
Yeah, okay. Everybody runs around the ship. I just think that's great. When we have a treadmill, I
No
think
one
that's
wants
amazing.
to stare at a wall. It's better to stare at giant robots, right?
That's fair, honestly.
Especially when Gallo erased all the other shows on the fucking hard drive to make space for Stardust Saga.
Strom liked it.
I'm sure he's very appreciative.
Where the fuck is my music?
Alright. So you catch him. He's running,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, yeah, he's running from hangar to hangar. How would you be approaching him? Would you be like getting his attention? Would you try to like jump in front of him, or what's
Tackle him,
Ragnar's
fuck it.
tactic?
Where is he running? Is he running on the floor using the mag boots, or is it like on the walls? Like
It's on the walls, and then he is transferring to the floors, and then running across to the next hangar, and then running along the walls.
he's working out.
I was like,
He's
parkour?
pulling yes, he's parkouring because he could do that in 0G. So it's all the mag boots. So at one point when he crosses and goes to one of the other areas, I'm just gonna kind of sit on the wall and just wait for him to run his next lap.
As he makes his way around, you notice he seems to have kind of like a spring in his step. But he sees you coming up on the wall, and he slows down and pulls out he's got a water bottle on his hip. Hey there, Captain. Listen, I want to apologize for a little misunderstanding. Before, you had mentioned that we were going to have a drink later, and I had interpreted that little invitation as...
It was just wrongly timed.
So I'm sorry if there was any undue awkwardness with the rest of the crew.
They'll deal with it, seeing as how I'm helping get two of them together. Whether or not Calamity realizes this or not is another story.
He unhooks his mag boots to kind of just allow himself to float. Did you notice that while he was running, he must have had the magnetism up a little higher than
Ooh.
normal. He wasn't doing a no servos power armor run.
Don't judge me!
You're saying he's basic then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. He's basic.
You called a fucking truce. Hey.
I didn't set up any tripwires, did I?
No, somewhere in the ship, Calamity sneezes.
There aren't claymores along his running route.
Jesus Christ! I'm just saying, like, you put out a banana peel in space, it doesn't really stay in place. You gotta tie a string between two things. You want to trip? Go on with your scene.
Oh.
A trial here.
Not again, anyway. Oof.
So as he's kind of floating there, is his little stripe of hair kind of floating in the 0G. He's got a towel that he's wiping himself down. He's like, what can I do for you?
You seem to be in a good mood. So I came to enjoy someone being in a good mood for a bit.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm feeling a little better lately. So I'm trying to
Everything
make
going
the best of it.
It's going well?
Yeah, I don't know, I've been working with Strong, see if I can, deal with the nerve damage a little bit more. I'm not going to be able to direct link with anything anytime soon, but if I can make it so that my fingers don't tingle when I make a fist, amongst other painful sensations when I run, I'd like to do that. And it seems to be doing something.
Do you think you could beat me in a race yet?
I would not shirk at the challenge.
Because there was one.
Wow, you are really... Okay. What's the stakes? If we're gonna have a challenge, we're gonna have a race. He kind of floats a little bit closer. I gotta know when I win.
No, I mean... I can't look at you while I'm talking to Zep. I can't. You're
Captain! Believe it, my notes say, is it love, Des?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Feeling better, is it love?
No, Fox, come back!
No, Fox is
come
fine.
back!
Fox is usually back there making, like, 10 puppets and
It's the power of love.
No, it's not the power of love. It's the power of fucking science and Strom doing his job.
I don't know.
I'm sick and Desu.
Not me the fuck. Steaks. Alright, so next planet we're on that has a decent restaurant, you take me to dinner. If I win.
I guess you took steaks quite literally there.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've had a steak.
All right.
Oh.
You're all terrible people.
I did put 2 and 2 together in my head. Ragna didn't, so I wanted to have fun with that.
This is adorable.
Okay, all right.
I'm so happy right now.
We gotta program this into our fucking emulator later, it's fine.
I'll see that. And if I win,
Wow, timing.
Kinky.
I get to take you now.
You mean besides using it for the simulations?
Yes.
Deal.
Take on it. He grasps your hand tight. So, once around the hangars.
This weird pattern you got going? Sounds good. Get up, stretch, activate the mag boots. I'm standing on the wall.
He reaches down to his ankles and turns a dial, so it's at normal.
Fucking weighted training!
So it's at normal magnetism levels.
Unleash step.
So we start here, human. Run around the hangar. Go in. Run around Fitchell. To the next hangar. Run around Morgana. To the next, run around Torment. And whoever can get back to Human's cockpit first. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Kaku pit.
No, shut up! You fucking no. Kakashi versus Rock Lee.
Let's go.
Is it going to be the cheek running?
Oh my god.
I don't know. What stat are
Which
we using?
cheek?
This is going to be... You know what's helpful for this?
There's straight up a skill focus for running, I want to say.
Yeah. Actually, the skill focus for running is under Constitution. This is a sprint. This is a race.
This is more like a stamina.
It's not endurance, yeah.
Yeah. Constitution running would be like if you were running a long distance marathon kind of a thing. But I will say that this would fall under... We'll say it's Dexterity Initiative.
Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
All right, so that's a 17 from me.
Cool.
So you're ahead out of the first hangar.
Okay.
Boots slamming away. Now, before everyone could hear it was faint. And before it was a steady thumping coming from the hangar. But that's a usual thing that happens. For the most part, if you're in one of your, the rooms, your quarters are kind of soundproofed. But now you're hearing much faster, and now it's sounding like cats running across
Cat thunder!
the floor.
Cat thunder.
Oh!
Next, now that we're actually running, so that was the start of the race.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Now that we're actually running, we'll get into. Let's see. There is no athletics test.
I think it's strength for athletics.
There is no.
Oh,
Oh,
just
really?
thinking
It would
of
be
Yeah,
D&D.
no, it's
Yeah.
So
it's really just con running is really the only thing that kind of covers that stuff.
yeah, we'll do. We'll continue with dexterity.
Okay.
So this is dexterity running if you have it.
No, I only have free falling and piloting. Okay, 18.
Still ahead. You didn't gain any extra distance.
Okay.
Oh, there's a constitution running.
Yeah.
That's for long, endurance, though.
We were saying
They're
that's
sprinting.
for distance. That's
Yeah.
for distance.
Well, it says, I mean, it's whatever, but it says moving quickly in both short sprints and long distance hauls.
Yeah.
But Constitution for a sprint, it's like
Hmm.
I'll make the call as I see fit.
You're the GM. You pick whatever.
You
skill
do you!
Yeah.
But
I mean,
now
I was
that
just
we're hitting the third hangar, now it's going to be a Constitution running test. Now we're seeing if you're getting a stitch.
Constitution running or Constitution stamina?
Constitution running.
Okay.
As loud as all of this is, I really want it to be that Alexia's working on something, but she's got her fucking earbuds in again.
They just
Completely
zoom past
oblivious
her.
as you two blow past.
She actually... No, she's aware enough that she's able to, grab a toolbox, move it out of the way as they run past, push it back.
11.
Ooh. He's got stamina. As he starts to creep up on you, as the distance of the run. The hangars are big. Remember how big these apex are, so you're trucking through some pretty decent sized
I
hangars.
think at this point we're at Fritcha.
Yeah. You exit Fitchell, and you are now in. No wait, you ran out of Hunan's hangar.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first roll. Into Fitchell's hangar.
Okay.
That was the next roll. Now the third roll was Morgana's hangar. Now
Okay.
you're exiting Morgana's hangar, heading into
This is when
Torment.
Lex just like moves the toolbox
Yeah.
out
that
of
makes
the
sense.
way.
Yeah.
Now it's we'll continue with the strength, the Constitution. Sorry.
Constitution. Okay. Ooh. 12. Oh, you got stun points? Oh, you got stun points? I didn't
Earn some
use them
fortune on this
last
nerd.
time.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, even if Ragnar loses, is it really a loss?
Yes, steak dinner. Think about what's at stake here, man.
Don't you remember Gallo's vegetarian when he wants to?
Oh my god.
No.
When he tries, he
just
wasn't given
wants
the option.
choice.
Yeah, he wants the choice. Give me the
His
choice.
favorite flavor is freedom.
There's chase stunts. That's right.
Yeah, there are. There are chase stunts, in fact, yes.
Oh, dip. That's right. Is this? I guess this is kind of a chase.
Yeah.
As he's running,
Ooh, attack on the move.
he
Sucker punch.
Touch his butt.
as he's running, as soon as he gets into the next hangar, he I can do it one way, but I'm gonna do it this way because I think it's even funnier.
Okay, go for it.
He says, "Am I alright? No, I'm good.
Can anyone else confirm the audio malfunction that Kilt has mentioned? If not, it's fine.
It should be good. Yeah, no. From what I'm looking at, it's fine.
Yeah, and I can hear you. I just opened it up and.
Alright, let's double checking that.
Audio issues.
Riley says it's better.
I don't know
Alright.
what changed, but sure.
Yeah.
I'll take better improvement, whatever.
As he gets to just because he caught up to you in this run. Whoa, no. No. Sorry. All of a sudden that might explain it.
What happened?
I'm just gonna set that for next week. Fucking computer's like, hey, you want to restart for an update right now?
Oh.
No.
Thanks, Windows.
Hey.
Yeah, you
I
can
said
piss right
that-
off, Microsoft.
I think that was Microsoft being shit.
Not now, Ian.
Ian, shut the fuck up.
He says, you know, I was already working up a sweat. Feeling a little warm, hold this. And he takes off his shirt and throws it in your face.
Hey!
Ooh.
See, he sucks too. I'm justified.
There's just a muffled like scream of fuck from behind it, like just like batting it away. Trying to run.
Could you roll for Jack?
Now you have a -2 because that was interference.
Uh-huh.
So you have a -2 on the next roll.
That's fine.
Make a
This is so good.
perception seeing test.
Oh good, I get to fucking re-roll
To
those!
see if he has abs.
Oh god damn it, is that what this fucking why would you do this to me, Dice Trip 6? Up the
Up the
turn!
turn!
For fucking seeing if he has abs!
We had
Oh,
18.
come on. We should expect the churn on this? Come on.
He's-
18, 19, 20,
Use
21,
those
22.
points.
That's 22.
Yep.
That's a 22 on perception.
Fucking interlude action. What is going on?
I hate everything so much.
He's
Just a meat cute, for fuck's sake. What does the universe hate us? What did we do wrong?
Wait, do I get to use my stunt points?
Yeah, if you want to use your stunt points, totally
Throw
can.
your bra at him!
What the fuck? He's in front of me.
Loop it around his foot as you get, like, if his foot comes up, you loop it around and go, why?
Lasso!
Yeah, lasso him with your bra.
Entangle! Go
What
for
the
the
fuck?
entangle tack!
No, I'm not taking
Yes.
off my bra in the middle of the...
That would make the running.
Is this a general exploration, or is it gonna be
Well.
another...
I don't know. Would you like to generally explore them with your eyes, or are you just looking to?
Wait, I quit. I quit. I hate everything.
This would be investigation.
Let's explore our hearts. Is your heart on fire?
Give me an aha and an intuition.
All right, aha, and intuition.
You sure you don't want a flashback?
None that y'all want to see.
So
I hate. Oh God,
you notice.
I am in so much pain.
You notice he's actually in from what you remember of his file,
Yeah.
he was not in good shape before. He was for a period of time after his accident, he was actually chair bound. He needed assistance moving. Now, you're noticing that there's no way that his weight that was listed on his chart, he must have put on a good 30 to 40 pounds from the 150 that he was before. And he must have put it on in lean muscle mass.
I really did roll for abs.
You did.
I upped the churn for abs, guys. It's fine.
Your aha,
Almost forgot. Yes.
his scars look lighter than they were last time.
The last time you saw him shirtless?
You've seen the scars are above the shirt.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Okay.
If he also wears a tank top, you can see
Okay,
the
just checking.
spine.
Just curious, inquiring minds.
Remember where the ports are on the neck.
Yeah.
One time I stole all his shirts. There. Answer solved. Like you do.
Ragnar hated that week.
Yep.
These are what our filler arcs
Because
look like.
he just wore jackets open around the whole time. And,
Yep.
The intuition, though, from the medical file that you saw, and what he described now, there's no way Strom has anything on the ship that could affect his scar tissue like that. See, there's a purpose to this little interval other than just making cake blush. Oh. What was that?
Oh, I was gonna make a smart ass remark. I'm like, yeah, I like to make a nice cake blush, you know. Get some cheese and some. Could be a cooking joke, but it was not good,
Ah.
so I didn't make it.
No, please. If you explain it, maybe then we'll understand it, and it will be funny then.
Don't listen to
Well,
Gal.
see, the whole idea was
Wow.
3 hours later.
Ugh.
So you notice that. Now, make the for the final hanger, make another Constitution test. You're at a -2 though.
Oh, I know. I was planning on letting him win.
Oh.
Aw.
So
I'll still roll. It is not a bad roll. A -2, that would put me at a straight roll of a 12. But
okay.
I'm going to try to, like,
convincingly trip.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you got a freaking.
No, I'm not going back for the shirt. It was just like if I could convincingly stumble.
Oh no, I
got
it for you.
I
got it for you.
Yeah. I can reroll deception if
No,
I
no,
need to. God, that's what I'm good at.
You tell me if this is off color,
Okay.
but
Oh.
as you run into the last hangar, he just kicks off the ground, heading straight up for Hunan's cockpit. You run almost bowl past Alexia because she's still working on the sensors packages, but it looks like she's cleaning up. And you kick off behind him. And just as he gets there, he grips onto the outside of the hangar, on the outside of the cockpit, spins around. Ha! I told you out! And then you basically spear tackle him into the cockpit, into the chair.
Yep. That works.
The two of you
So good.
slam into each other,
That's so good.
have a little bit of a laugh. And then he kind of catches your eyes quick, and then looks to the close cockpit button. And then looks back.
I hit it.
Goal!
But who?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You hit whom?
From outside the cockpit,
get
all
it.
you hear is, I guess I'll turn off the lights.
It's gonna be one of those Wahoo Sims moments.
Oh my god.
You said Wahoo. I'm like Mario.
Woohoo! That's what they use in Sims.
Let's go.
Listen, ship morale's really important.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Dead. I'm gonna need you to make a stamina test to find out how the rest of this goes. Thanks.
I think I'm gonna have to make a medicine check.
Okay.
Well.
I'm fine. I followed wrong. Fuck you,
Did
Fox.
they borrow my power armor? I don't.
No.
Thank you so much for playing in my game.
Fine.
That sound effect is kind of on point right now.
Shout out
Oh,
to Charles Martinet.
I guess that'll go into fortune points.
Oh fuck.
All right.
That was beautiful.
Elsewhere on the ship.
Cat thunder.
By the way,
Ooh,
if you
and
wish
more
to-
thunder.
If you, how many intervals was that with him? Is that your third? So you get to increase your relationship.
I should hope so.
We got hot step points to spend on that boy.
You may also adjust the nature of your relationship on the page now and define it in a new way.
Wow.
I enjoyed our time in the cockpit.
You can be
You're
my
welcome to pilot
co-pilot.
my
Ah!
mech anytime.
Ah!
Oh no, Cordy, pick up line.
Oh. We need to make Valentine's Day cards next year.
All I had to do was remove 2 words. It's fine.
Oh, man.
It's fine.
Okay.
My stomach hurts from
Who
laughing.
wants
so
I'm
to
hard.
go
glad
now?
you enjoyed.
Who wants their interlude now? Because apparently...
Rice.
I just wanted the race. It's fine.
That's. Oh, you know what?
It started off as a race, then it got racy at the end.
Mm.
But anyway.
Wow.
It certainly came to a conclusion. Somebody definitely finished.
18+3. Yeah, it wasn't me this time. I'm safe.
I do have to say that was elegant.
That was cute.
That was elegant.
I
and
would watch that
definitely
episode.
definitely a scene I could see happening.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was fantastic.
I am all for a fade to black, cockpit closes, fade to black, off-screen joke kind of moment.
Yep.
So who wants to take the next interval?
Roll.
Fox and Cassandra have theirs to take. So what's
What were you looking to do?
I mean, there's an obvious answer here, and maybe I just do the obvious thing. Because looking through the other interlude activities, it's like, I don't want to do any of these. None of these are me right now. And Calamity doesn't train. She's never fucking studied a day in her life.
Wow, prodigy child.
You got healed up from the last time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you
Good.
I'm
were just
spry. I'm
injured.
basically unkillable.
But
But no, if Eden wants to go first, while I kind of think this through a bit.
I'm crying.
I feel super weird if nothing else, like following up that.
yeah, I'll be honest. I'm like, I gotta make my face grumpy again, and it's still just like.
Oh wow, my mouse actually shows up. Okay, I'm sorry.
Damn it, Ian!
I didn't realize my mouse showed up if I put it up.
I think there's a box you can uncheck.
Yeah, I know.
So that it doesn't, but yeah.
I didn't realize I had let that go. All right.
Christ.
So which one of the intervals
I
would
think
you like?
I'm going.
If you're not ready, I suddenly had an idea. So it's okay.
You can go. It's
All
fine.
right. Because I'm actually gonna go somewhere different, I think, than I was planning to. I'm gonna go wander off to the galley.
Okay.
To try and find Iso.
All right. Iso is not in the galley.
Frick. Ian?
Yes, Calamity.
The hell's our cook?
Our cooking devices are all found within the galley where you are standing.
Ian, I hate you.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Never in any capacity. And I turn around and huff out. And I kind of like look around and it's like, screw this. And I just bring up my little hand terminal thing and just try to get Iso on the line.
She answers voice only. Just Calamity, you need anything?
Yeah, I just needed have you got a second to talk?
Sure. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay. This is gonna sound like incredibly forward, but would you mind just meeting me at my quarters? This isn't a sex thing. I just want somewhere private to talk to you.
I can do that for you.
Thanks.
So in about 5-10 minutes, meeting up at Calamity's quarters, there's a quick chime to let you know somebody's at the door.
It's open.
The door slides open, and on the other side, holding a small, round wicker basket, a little bit of cloth peeking out from underneath the lid, and holding a thermos in the other hand. She walks in and she says, "Should I close the door behind me?"
I mean, it's not I look at the basket sex thing, but yeah.
No, She hits the door.
Thank you. No,
She walks over. She opens up the basket, pulls out two less fancy, so not like the whiskey sippy cup things, but two zero G drinking containers. She opens up the thermos and she says, "I decided to make tea because I just got done making a batch of scones." She transfers tea over and hands it to you. The little bit of steam leaking out of the valve at the top.
Tea is good.
And she opens, and inside like they're kind of floating there, but it's inside like a plastic domed plate that's magnetically locked so that the stones don't just go everywhere. She pulls it out, puts it on the table, and it mags to the table. So there's scones on the table.
Oh, yeah. Okay. In that case, there's a weird, like a container with a bunch of tubes sticking out the top of it. So imagine like a rectangular box with cylinders just plugged loose into the top. Most of them have green rings around the top. A couple have red. And as she goes to do that, Calamity kind of shoves that whole apparatus off to the side. Sorry, Calamity's room looks exactly like you expect it to. It's a nightmare in here.
So
she just kind of shoves that over.
She puts the little plate down on the table next to it, where you're able to make the small little space. She gets over to a chair and just kind of eases back into it. Takes a sip of her tea. What's on your mind?
There's a long, awkward pause. It's uncomfortably long, and Calamity's kind of like fidgeting and staring at her tea the whole time, and then just suddenly looks up and says, "Do you make tea often?"
Yes, I do.
That's not the question I actually wanted to ask you.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, Issa, what do you know about girls? Because, okay, I mean...
There's many answers to that question.
Sure.
Would you mind narrowing it down a bit?
Well, it's like, okay, there are... I've been with women, right? I don't really have, like, that much trouble. Like, if I want to go get laid, yeah, sure, it's easy enough to do. I've been around. It's fine. But, like... And she kind of sets her tea down and kind of leans forward in her chair. But, like... Those are women. How do you treat... Like, when you fall for a girl, Like...
Oh, gross.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, because it's just like, I see her, and, like, my heart kind of falls apart, and it's supposed to just be like, I'm used to just kind of meeting people, and it's like, hey, I love your genitals, would you like to see mine? And then we do, and it's great for a minute, and then we go our separate ways and never speak of that again, because, man, people are into some wild shit out there on the rim, but it's different with Lexi, and it's weird. And I don't know how to not fuck this up. And then she just, like, leans back, and it's just, like, the tea, just...
No!
I understand why you are having trouble coming up with that unique wording for your question. And I also understand why you maybe didn't go to speak with our ship's counselor about something like this.
He's not a counselor. He is a doctor. I will grant him that. And he's very good about it.
It technically...
He's not a counselor.
Technically, he does have that title on the ship, but don't remind him too much.
That cannot possibly be. Holy shit, that's true.
He did pass all the courses, and he has the licensing for it.
Whatever, like talking... Whatever, he's like...
But I do understand.
Yeah.
That's all
I can't go to him with this.
Well...
I have to maintain an air of being cool and aloof around him. Otherwise, how will he respect me?
Calamity, do me a favor.
Yeah.
See those scones?
Yeah.
Shove one in your mouth and don't speak for like a few moments. I understand your situation, you poor suffering child.
I love you. I love her so much.
Have you ever... Now, this might seem like a very strange technique. Have you ever maybe considered expressing those feelings to her.
And like bits of the scone come flying out.
No.
Oh God. Oh, I am so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm so there's a
It's fine.
she like
It's
reaches
fine.
into like a pile of clothes, like pulls out like a sock. I've got a
No,
wanna...
no, thank you. I'll be fine.
No, it's
it's just crumbs.
this could call I mean, you can't just come out with that. You can't just tell people how you feel.
Oddly enough, throughout the history of all of our species, that has been something that has been done. There's these books.
We're different
They're called
species.
collections
Okay, hang on.
of
This
poetry.
is like a
Oh no.
poetry.
Yes, they do exist. They are collections of people's emotions expressed.
I used to bail on that class. Right. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
surprised at all.
It's a bunch of words. It was boring. Nothing except for exploded.
Words are how we communicate with each other. Both technical things, like how do I fly this ship and make it do that kind of a flip, and also
Called an Immelman.
what's inside of our hearts.
Blood.
Metaphorically speaking.
Gay blood.
That's very factual. I'm speaking of more... Let me back up a second here. Think of it like flying a ship.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Done. You want me to
To
grab
fly-
her stick and push her throttle?
Please let me work my way through the metaphor before you go rushing on ahead.
Sorry. Scone.
When you get into a new ship, you have to figure out new controls, possibly. Now, there's generally some controls that are universal. Expect to see some. Others have similar configurations. But once you start flying it, you always realize there's a little bit to give here and there. It sticks in when you try to turn right. Correct? Yeah. That's what it's like dealing with a girl.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, that totally makes sense. It's like I've been around this before, but this is a little more tricky, and it's in a different operating system, and maybe the airfoils don't work quite right. And whenever I'm away from it, I just feel this like weird aching pain in my heart that I can quiet, and it just sort of roars in the back of my brain all the time.
Put the scone back in your mouth for a second now.
Okay.
Can't believe that metaphor worked so well on so many levels. But remember the things that you did to, as you referred to it before, mash genitals?
Yeah, sex. It's great.
You're so eloquent, I really don't understand. You never needed the class anyway. Why go to poetry? But
What was I gonna learn from a poetry class at an all-boys school? Like, come on.
let me explain.
What?
Those ways that you met those women,
They were hot.
that was one way.
No.
That was flying a junker. Okay?
It's kind of rude, but okay.
No. When you're flying a piece of machinery that you don't have much respect for, you tend to treat it a little rougher. You don't really care that much, do you?
Okay,
Somebody
fair
else owns it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Not your
Yeah.
problem. Right.
Yeah, it's free. You can burn out anything you want on that motherfucker. Hey, I don't care. They get so mad.
This is more like if you spent all of your personal finances to get the most pristine Starliner you could ever get your hands on. You don't want to scratch it. You don't want to beat it up. You want to make sure it lasts as long as possible. You have to treat it with care.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Same concepts apply.
All right. So what you're saying is that I just need to hire a really good engineer to help take care of this. Oh my god, I think Captain Ragna's my engineer.
Have you tried chocolate?
Oh yeah, it tastes great. This is related to what you're talking about. That's not just a tangent.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, you are the thickest bulkhead I've ever run into in some
Thank you.
time.
You think I should give her chocolate?
An expression of your
I just need to
personal
express.
feel.
Yeah. Okay.
If you can't find the words, find a thing that expresses that feeling for you.
Calamity leaps out of her chair as Issa is saying that and like grabs her hands together and just this very like, yes, thank you. Yes. No, this is good. This is yeah, okay. I can do
I'm not
this.
sure if I just solved the problem or made it far, far worse. But
Only future historians can let us know. You'll see.
may they be merciful in their backwards vision.
Then I give Issa a giant hug.
Oh.
She hugs you back.
Your scones are amazing and your tea is fantastic. And
That is a very high praise. Thank you.
thanks, Issa.
You're welcome. And if you want to talk about it again, you know where to get in touch with me.
Appreciate it.
Maybe next time I'll get something a little less crumbly.
Oh, I honestly wouldn't worry about it. This room's in a state. It'll give me something to snack on while I'm asleep.
I worry for you, child.
Thanks, Issa. That's why I come to talk to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can make something else. Anything else, really, because I feel like I have more control over the situation when I'm cooking.
Totally. My alert just came on. I gotta take my meds anyway, so you go on ahead.
She gets up, heads out, and she just looks back and gives you this, maternal, I have the dumbest child, but I love them look, while she just shakes her head and presses the button to close the door behind her.
Taffy. Needs to make taffy.
Mark another interval relation with her.
Also, I will notate.
Sadly, no.
I got it. I got it. There was one tiny little detail that I was just like.
Yeah, it's a little character note in there. It's true.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I love it. I love it so much. God, fucking fruit tart family. I love it so much. I love all of you.
Oh shit! Listen, you get laid once and you're this happy?
No,
I'm gonna have to talk to Zep and schedule some things because the ship's atmosphere is gonna change.
No,
Morale officer takes on a way new connotation. All right. Eden.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
love you.
They set the
I tried to take it a
stage
step
for
down
you to
from,
have
like-
one, apparently. So,
I tried to
so
slowly
yeah,
ramp
even
us over,
between-
so there's a bridge.
Oh god.
Not just whiplash.
Yeah, no, there was a little more of a transition, I will say. She's been making her way
Hey, you ain't kidding.
over to the med bay. She's got a box, like a dress that you put dress shirt in, wedged between her bicep and her ribs, and she's opens the door.
as you get in, Strom almost bumps into you. He's got his pad out. He's got his hand terminal out. Oh, excuse me. I just put Gallo in for his treatment. Did you need anything?
Few minutes of privacy. I promise I won't steal your patient.
Well, he's in it.
The other one.
Oh, right.
The one that probably could talk without sounding like...
You do know the masks have microphones in them and you could speak to him.
Can I mute his? Oh,
I
privacy.
do have him sedated for the
Oh,
first portion
that's
of it.
a really powerful mute. Thank you.
It is. It's not required. I just don't...
Your secret's
I
safe
just don't
with me.
want him... I want him asleep as much as possible while he's in my med bay. I'm taking this time to make sure that everything's organized. Do you know? Do you know that he organizes? He organizes the medical bottles by color. It's a rainbow the last time I opened it.
I am so. I promise not to tell anyone about the sedation thing, so if you want to be a little more liberal with that, I understand we all need some space sometimes.
Getting a lot of work done.
I'm happy. Can I still?
Yes, by
just
all means.
a little bit of. She's still standing in the doorway and kind of opens a hand-like gesture. And...
He scooches past and starts heading down the hall. He seems to have kind of a skip and a step too.
Wow, the ship's just too. Before she steps through on her hand terminal, she pulls up the security feed and terminates the cams in the medbay.
Okay.
Closes the door behind her.
Herc is in one of the medical couches. He's hooked up directly to the cuff is actually linked hardwired to a monitor that even if you turned off the security cameras, there's no way you could change anything about that monitoring. It is medical override. He seems to be, he's reading something on his hand terminal.
Eden kind of shuffles her way in and still holding the box and is like, I would sneak you in some weights, but I'm fairly sure he would trank you as well if I did.
He kind of focuses past the translucent hand terminal, looking at you through the light up letters.
Ah, the future is so beautiful and glowy.
I'm just imagining the dolly zoom.
Oh yeah.
He puts down the notes. He says, I don't know how I'm feeling if I would want to be doing any of that anyway.
I heard you were actually bouncing back a little faster than that. I'm a little disappointed.
He kind of sits up in the couch. Well, take that kind of shot and not have a little bit of recovery time.
I'm fucking with you. She looks around to see if there's a chair to pull over. She kind of reverses it, sits down next to him, still holding the box awkwardly as a barrier between her and further social contact. Yeah. I think it goes without saying that Calamity didn't need to shoot you to let you know how unwelcome you have been or how we look at you on this ship.
You know what's funny? I really don't blame her at all. She was following an order. She did what she was going to do. I'd have taken the shot too, but I needed to do what I needed to do.
I think we all... I mentioned it in the hallway already, actually, so fuck it. Delicacy is for Ragna. We all think you're here to fuck us.
I mean, nothing against you, but I do think that some of you are rather attractive, but that's not my purpose here.
Phrasing.
It's just I quit the color in her ears. That...
I know my sudden arrival probably feels a little suspicious, doesn't it?
Your file makes you look like a snake in the grass. And to be fair, I have nothing against a snake in the grass. I was one too.
But I was about to say your file makes you look like a failure.
Well, there's a lot not included in that file.
You want to trade jabs, or do you want to actually talk?
She pulls the box forward on her lap and pulls the top of it off, and folded in almost mathematical, pristine cleanliness is the red of her Dominion dress uniform. She's pulling it out. She just puts it on her lap. Honestly, I want to know the kind of character. I want to know who's beneath me. I hate this fucking just not knowing. This weird aggression. I don't know who the fuck I could trust. I don't have energy for that. So maybe if you knew a little bit more about me, or a little bit more about who you should actually be biting at, maybe we'd all get along a lot better.
Listening.
How are you with the computer? She's like putting her hand into the lining of her uniform and pulling out like it's like a little opening like in the lining that it hasn't been fully sewn closed.
I don't need me to program anything or try to get past any barriers, but I know how to open a PDF.
Well, she wedges her hand into that lining and pops out the backing of one of her medals and pulls out a data chip and passes it across. Yeah.
He points to the terminal, the hand terminal, and the little slot on the bottom side.
On that, you will find the full history of the 226 and why we were exterminated. You will also find that you are holding my life in your hands. Because if you let anyone know what you have, it will mean I violated what I agreed to.
He slides it into his hand terminal. Starts going over it.
I want to hope that you give more fucks about justice than fucking people. I saw in your file you got a lot of people court-martialed.
I have. Because I have an eye for people who like to do what they would prefer rather than doing what they're supposed to. Sliding through it. Hits the button on the side, pulls it out. I can let you know something. And what you do with that is whatever you want, but there's nothing on here that I didn't already know. He hands it back to you.
He's sliding it back into the lining of her uniform. There's a little bit of a smile on her face, but it's definitely well, shit.
Listen, you're part of a department with me now that doesn't exactly do well with keeping secrets. Getting let in is a very select process. And needing to know is part of that process.
I'm just watching Calamity have a meltdown in the corner here. It's fine.
It's okay. We now unlock backstory. We know we don't have to hide that from him now.
Yeah.
So,
one of my theories came true. It's fine. I'm good. I'm good.
To help you deal with what we are dealing with right now, so your head's in the game, I can tell you this. I'm not here to fuck you. I am here to keep an eye on you. Because, you know, there's a thing called a probationary period for every new club.
In truth, that at least makes things easier. It lets me know I don't have to spend too much of my fucking energy keeping things from you.
He, for a second, reaches over to the terminal. And everybody pretty much on their terminals has an AR display. This is, well, I don't have to hide this from you for a moment. Let you understand. And he hits the button quick. And you notice that his rank signifier jumps 2 pips. before he turns it back.
Oh fuck! I shot a superior officer.
Says, so I'm reporting for duty whenever you need me. Once I'm back on my feet. But do me a favor. Oh wait, I already did this one. I already did that one. The whole next time she takes a shot, make sure she hits. Yeah, I did that through you.
Yeah.
Eden tries to like.
I was about to do it
Unsure
again.
where to
No,
put her.
I don't want to hit the trope twice.
Yeah,
no, we're not doing that.
She's not sure where to put her eyes. Just like. Were you saying something?
No.
Okay.
Just now I might be your subordinate in this situation, but you won't mind if I exercise a little moment of my actual rank and say dismissed.
I'll get back to fixing your armor, sir.
Appreciate it.
What's that up? As she stands beneath the door, she turns the cams back on and makes her way out. I'm a little sour. I didn't get to fuck him. You know, you all at least got to have like some heart, beautiful moments, and I didn't even get to I fuck his abs.
Okay, two things. One, wow, we are horny on main tonight.
Yeah.
And two, the night's young.
So many things.
It's such
happened
good
that were
information, though.
unexpected. Oh yeah, such great information. I was sitting here going.
Yeah, I'm fucking losing my Jesus. Of course he is. Fucking of course he is. God damn it.
He just almost killed our babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
We almost killed Dad.
I almost
Dad?
super killed that guy. Fuck.
That would have been real bad.
I'm watching
looking.
you have this meltdown and slowly pull your wig hair out of the
Yeah.
wefts, and I'm just sitting here going,
yeah.
you gonna listen to Ragna's orders now?
Ooh, wow, coming in personal.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean, hey, no, that's,
I had a
we'll
goal
take this
that
absolutely
said
in
sway
stride.
Herc.
She'll definitely keep the cool. Fox is losing her fucking mind. So, yeah, okay. Shit.
So like my main concern was that he was here to screw us hard, but it turns out he's actually a part of the same club. So
He's our boss. He's our
I
fucking
can't sway
boss.
him. Do I need to make a new one?
Wait, new what?
A new goal.
Oh.
Because my goal was to sway Herc to like persuading him to not like.
I mean, we can consider that resolved.
Yeah, that goal's 100% resolved.
I've actually never achieved a goal because my other one on here is.
I'll double check at the end
Yeah.
to see if
Yeah,
there's any kind of
okay.
specific advance. You
Really
also had an
difficult.
interval with them, so mark down how many intervals you've had so far. How many are you at?
I also achieved.
This is my first interval.
You get to define a relation with him because he is now at relation 1.
Daddy's inappropriate.
No, it's not. No,
mean-
that'll be your relationship. Daddy's inappropriate. That's your entire relationship.
God, guys, I'll have to figure that one out.
Papa.
Forbidden fruit.
Oh,
Forbidden fruit tart.
forbidden fruit tart. Oh, I love it.
My
We have
stripper
gone all the
name.
way from this guy was put on our ship because of churn to Herc is daddy now.
No, it's because he was so fast when she was testing him, man. That explains it. That's not fair.
Oh man, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying the road we fucking travel down, the web we weave. Fucking Christ. Okay.
Maybe the churn that I used was more to put you in paranoia than it was to actually fuck with you.
Listen,
It
we know
worked.
he eyed Alexi, right? We know
Yeah.
we know his taste.
Yeah,
He wolf whistled at her,
he's
so
a
I
churn
shot him.
consequence, but the real churn consequence was the paranoia that you had from the churn consequence.
Holy shit, I just remembered the first thing I asked when we met him too is I turned to Ragnar and asked, can I please shoot him? I forgot that's what I fucking started with.
And I said no.
And look, it came true!
Yeah, my wish came true.
Oh my god, it's the
Oh, shit,
painting! What does it say now?
It's the painting. Maldius! Anyway,
It's like working at a fucking restaurant. And it's like, oh, there's a burglar coming in. I'm gonna shoot him. It's like, no, dipshit, that's the night manager. It's like, oh fuck.
All right. You know
Anyway.
what? I think that's a very good spot to take our break because we can get right back into the show after that.
I did not expect any of that.
So we'll say 19 hours passes from the last burst to the next. Everyone's in preparation. What would our crew be up to in that time? Other than obviously recovering. You're not in the middle of a treatment, so you can kind of walk about the cabin as you will.
Yeah.
The captain has turned off the seatbelts.
Probably be re-going over the plan in the wardroom at least before we deploy.
So a wardroom meeting would have been called.
Yeah.
Okay. In the wardroom. All 4 of you. As well as listening in is Zep. CBC is going to have an intrinsic part of this as well, since he'll be flying the chain into position to release unit
Swooping in to pick up.
at the appropriate spot and picking up. All right. It's Ragnar's meeting, so.
Well, at least we got all our shit together. I just wanted to warn everybody. It's no joke being out there when the wave hits. It can get very dangerous, so if something goes wrong, you take care of yourselves as best as you can. Make sure you stay in an area where just in case something were to happen, you're not going to be exposed to space or...
So the 2 of you are going to be the ones that are going to deal with the exposure. Doc, was there anything you could do to double down and make sure that if they do, in a worst case scenario, get hit by something, they have something that they could easily inject to deal with the effects? They're running it really fucking close. 1935? Really?
And that's at almost full high G burn the entire time. It's pretty intense.
Make a intelligence medicine test.
You get to reroll
medicine.
ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
1s and 2s actually.
Yeah.
1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1s
On
and
the
2s.
ones and
Roll
twos.
2 of those bitches.
1s and 2s. We will with any dice.
Wolfman Jack here are the 1s and 2s for you
Mr.
tonight.
Galloway. Bring you Galloway.
I don't know what just fucking happened over there. I rolled another 1 and 2.
All right.
Fuck me. Okay. 13.
I'll use some pride dice here. Feel free to...
13.
A 13.
Gotta
So
remember
long.
my -2.
You'll have to see when they come in. There aren't going to be any immediate effects to a radiation burst, but the slow melting of their internal organs will have to be estimated if something were to hit and they were outside of the shielding of the ship.
We're gonna get Daniel Jackson.
They'll be relatively all right as long as everything goes according to plan.
I mean, wasn't that the point? Is that we should be prepared for it not to? But if you're saying there's nothing you could do to help them,
No,
then
that's not what I'm not saying. I'm just saying that I think they'll be good.
try not to get melted out there.
Noted.
It'll be fine.
Honestly, I wake up most mornings thinking that.
It's appreciated.
Calamity, go out there and don't get melted. Just saying
Thanks,
that to the
XO.
mirror.
But yeah, me and Alexia got the sensors all set up on Hunan. She
That's good.
even painted it to match.
Unnecessary, but
Adorable.
She's very thoughtful.
yeah.
Yeah, so got my
Don't know why I
part
just suddenly got really defensive.
all done.
It's weird.
I just look over at Calamity like, sure you don't.
Well, so when this wave hits, actually, this is Fox needs to ask now. Should we be jumping like to light speed at some point, or are we just gonna try to maneuver rewriting this shockwave? Because
FTL.
Okay.
FTL at this range, you're at that spot where, and this is why it's such a problem. If you were to enter FTL within range of a pulsar burst, just think about the amount of space that you're manipulating.
Yeah.
And having a cosmic event happening within range of that.
Oh, no, I've seen Star Trek.
So FTL speeds are not really used once you go beyond the safe zone line. Once you get into that range, you're mostly using just strict burn.
Okay, so we're just hauling ass back to a safe distance.
Your impulse during that whole run. Now, while you're doing that, you can be within the ship is shielded enough that you will be able to, anybody inside will be fine. Hell, you can be in orbit of Erebas and get hit by one of these and be pretty much okay.
Oh, okay.
The issue is that Hunan is not shielded like the chain. So, kind of you get in there, hope for the best, and then it's more about picking you back up before the wave hits than getting in, dropping you off, doing the scan, and then getting back to safe zone.
Okay. This is still terrifying, but it's not as scary as I thought it was. Okay.
I can also monitor the Dominion codes going out. If there's anything that's changed from the general tracking they've been leaving us, I will relay that. There will probably be a delay, but it's information.
Yeah, in between the pulses, we'll be able to communicate rather normally. So we'll be alright.
Comms get a little crunchy once you get beyond that zone, because there is a steady there's a field essentially, and magnetics are all over the fucking spectrum, but you should be able to be at like 95% efficacy in between bursts. It's during those bursts that you drop to about 20% on all systems, because everything's being put into the hull.
So, on the subject of safety, since I know that you were concerned about that, Ragnar, do we have like contingencies where like we just do like a full like fuck it and have to like come on back to the chain? Do you guys have like if some unknown thing pops up and we're like, oh shit, let's go back to the chain, we'll run it again later, or do something the fuck else?
But communication is going to be important, because if we need to nope the fuck out of there as fast as we can, we need you there to pick us up. Right, Zep?
That's the plan.
And more to the point, if anybody's going to make a call to scrub the mission, then I kind of look over. She's literally going to be sitting behind me, so we don't exactly have to worry about a communication issue there.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Zep does bring up a point on the map. It says, once you are in Hunan, this is the point, and he puts a little dot in a 3D hologram. That's the point of no return. There's no flipping and coming back. Better just finish what you're doing and get back.
Yeah. That thing hasn't got enough thrust to get us back out of orbit. Thin as the atmosphere is, gravity's still gravity.
The good news is that the little bits of tuning that Alexi's done to the drones is you won't have to get full into Atmo. You're going to get close to the planet. You're going to do a tight orbit, but you're not going to be scraping the surface, so to speak.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So you're looking at maybe a 500 kilometer distance from the surface.
Yeah, okay.
for this kind of scan.
Doable.
So we wait for the wave to hit, and then we go into action as fast as possible.
That's what we got. Now, mind you, it is going to be a 16-hour burn
Yep.
at higher Gs, at impulse control with inertial dampeners kind of sacrificed so that we can hit our peak speeds. So
Don't break her. And I slap him on the back.
Ooh, how hot.
Oh no.
He kind of winces. He's just like, watch the ports, please.
Oof.
Ugh, ports. Sorry.
Eden just like,
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable about touching them. That's what the problem was. Mm.
I figured it's because I hit you really fucking hard, but okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was.
I'm glad
what
that
it
you're looking
was.
out for me. So,
Mm.
I'm ready for departure as soon as we hit our point of starting thing. Words not good. Calamity having bad brain day.
Yes.
I'm ready to fly. Is there anything else we need to cover?
If you need, there are bits on each of your couches, just in case you want to bite down on something during the burn.
Did you guys want drugs?
You could make a medicine test to make some juice,
Yeah.
so to speak.
I do have good juice, but if you could make us some better juice.
That juice is in. Actually, you're gonna be in Hunan, so
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I picked Hunan. Jesus fucking Christ.
Calamity
You guys want some
and
drugs?
Ragna will have juice available to them. Everyone else will have to have pens, basically, to jab, the hypo sprays to apply during the run
Get to reroll that too.
to give them the benefit of a +2 to those Constitution stamina tests for the high G burn.
That's 17 for medicine on drugs making.
my dealer is a weird guy.
Drugs.
You could quick whip up, synthesize some good juice for everybody, which would give everybody the +2 to the Constitution stamina test of the high G burn. Mind you, a 16-hour burn, you guys are going to be rolling quite a bit. Especially when you get to the point where you're going to pull the Immelmann to eject Hunan out at higher speeds from the chute. Those of you who know what an Immelmann is.
You should probably
is-
make sure the thrusters work before we head out.
An Immelmann is an inversion with a twist.
I have so many people I cannot bury. Please do not add yourselves to that growing list.
We're in space. There's no dirt to bury us.
From the whole maneuver that you guys planned out mathematically relied on getting Hunan up to maximum velocity as fast as possible.
We're gonna fling it out of the fucking
Yep.
base.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna use the fucking velocity of the ship to just whip out.
Mm-hmm.
And then with all of that, we won't need to gain addition. Yeah, we don't have to. Wow. Yeah.
But we can if we
We're
need
starting
to.
from a higher delta V. Jesus.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna be pulling some G's, dude.
This is what Hunan is made for.
You
I
said
know,
the drugs,
I love it.
I gave him +2 to their stamina rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone on the
for
ship.
Everyone is getting +2 to their stamina checks. Not just those inside Hunan.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they already had good juice. Now everybody else won't be vomiting. Hopefully. There's probably gonna be
This
some
is going to
vomit.
be interesting.
I really hope those engines don't fail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you're going to need those for
Oh, Calamity says that out loud. Sorry.
Oh, Ragnar was already like, oh shit, wait, we should probably make sure they work. And it's just like the moment of cricket silence.
This is why you don't get attached to puppies.
Wait, which one's the puppy?
You did say plural.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you did.
We're getting to the point where we're gonna have to strap in, so everyone places curtain in 5.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, in the unit. And like now it's the reverse, and I'm pushing Calamity towards the door instead of away from it.
Clemmy's just letting herself be pushed, and she's just like wags her finger at Zeb. Just no, stop that.
Everyone gets into their stations, plugging into their seats.
First thing I have to do is like reach down and pull the seat way back,
which puts the seat into Ragna's knees.
I'm very short, thank you. I'm 5 foot. That's fine. It's not for her.
The jump seat was small to begin with.
Yeah, I had Herc back there.
Yeah.
So last time I was put.
There we go, much comfier.
It's a tight fit.
Oh yeah.
For both of you still. When
I'm better at seeing shit.
I'm glad for you.
Calamity feels the bite of the juice line
Mm.
in her lower spine as she sits back.
Oh, don't like that sensation at all.
Hi, yeah, it'll help you.
I know. I went to school. I learned things. I know about things. I'm a pilot.
It's just an ever-present pinch for a good, like, if you've ever had blood drawn by a shaky nurse for longer than a minute,
Yes.
Yeah.
that pressure
Yep.
is all you feel for a good 15 minutes before you start to kind of stop thinking about it.
You know,
I got
normally I have
used-
to pay people to do this to me.
It'll pass, it'll pass, it'll pass. As I'm behind you, like, just tapping your shoulder, like, it's fine. It'll pass in a bit.
Yeah,
Everyone else has to use hypo sprays because they're not in the couch. They're not like installed into the couches for everybody.
Something I can upgrade.
So they got the little that everyone else gets. You have a main line.
Great. Shoot the robot straight into me, baby.
So,
But hey, you get a +2 to your pilot checks to high G.
Okay, so that gives me a total of
Plus- 9?
11.
Plus
Oh,
11, that's
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Yeah,
Boy.
and
Fuck.
normally the target number
Oh wait, hang on.
is-
That's
You're gonna
in-
have to trade
Sorry, that's in
handling
Morgana.
scores.
That's in Morgana.
You guys are gonna have to go over handling scores and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take my handling is a 5.
Jesus.
Sensors is a 3, hull is a 5, defense normally 15, after high G defense is 17.
So this is a chariot type.
Yeah, yours is a knight.
Yours is
It
a
is.
knight. So the
My handle is
chariot
also 5, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
chariot types are built a little bit more like a fighter pilot's setup. Whereas the knight is built a little bit more it's 2 sticks for the knights.
I
A
don't-
chariot actually has a throttle. And the other hand is operated sideways.
Ooh.
It's mainly designed it's that way because of the need for control over exact throttle and speed for this kind of maneuvering that the chariots are known for.
There's also, I don't have any slashy weapons on this thing, and I only have 3 fingers on each hand, so make sure you don't chop them off. I need those.
Okay. Well, 1, we're not going to be shooting anything except footage, and 2, I can shoot a gun. It's fine. You just settle down back there, all right? You're only coming along because you're sort of technically my boss in this regard, but like, fucking take notes back there, all right? Jesus.
Wait till I tell them our boss is already on. Oh dear.
Emily isn't even looking at the stuff that she does pre-flight. She's just doing it. She's like, "I got
Technically, it's
this."
my boss.
Everything's pretty much in the same place. It is
Starting
Brandfod
up a
tech.
vehicle is a free action for me. God damn it.
This is a Brandfod tech machine, and Brandfod and Dominion and Milesian tech are very integrated together. You're just noticing that some It's kind of like getting into an American getting into a British car. Like instead of headlights, it says lamps. That kind of stuff. Like
Reaching
little
for a lever on the right, and it's like, what? It's on the left? What the fuck? Okay, whatever.
So pre-flight pretty much goes through mostly.
Roll a d6.
Yeah, let's roll a d6 now.
Okay. 2. It's too bad. Do we not like 2? Is there
We'll
something
get
wrong
there.
with 2? Did I do a 2?
Just write
wrong?
that down.
Oh god.
I just did a 2. I just
Okay.
rolled a 2. What happened? I just rolled. All I did was roll a 2, guys.
Zep gets everything started. Says, goes over comms. Now everybody, as soon as the wave passes us, I'm going to punch it hard. You are going to feel whatever it is that you have inside of you moving to a completely different part of you. I'm saying this mostly for those of you who do not fly apexes for a living. So, hold on, bite down on something, because it's about to hit. Lights go dim. The pre-flight on Yunin, just everything inside flickers. And there's a strange... There's a little bit of a tingling sensation to it as the ship is bombarded by cosmic radiation from this pulsar burst. Everyone sits in strained silence for the 20 minutes that this wave crosses over. And in that moment, there's a breath of silence as the lights come back to normal and you're allowed 2 heartbeats before everything shifts in your bodies. I need everyone to make Constitution stamina tests.
The 17 pass.
A 17 will pass, seeing as that's the difficulty.
Oh no.
Come on. Oh fuck.
What'd everybody get?
14.
10.
If I wasn't wounded, I would have just made it, but I got a 15.
The initial burn is the hardest. It's once your bodies catch up, or start to catch up. But in the immediate moment, everyone who failed takes 5 fortune damage.
Oh yeah, it's not using the Excel feature, so it's not like, okay, yep, 5. Got it.
Oh, right, it's...
We remove a die.
That's right.
But if
No,
it's
I
using
only,
the thrusters.
I only rolled 1, though. So
Yeah.
the second die.
Oh.
It's 8
Altogether?
fortune damage altogether.
Okay.
Oof, do.
As your the feeling of your toes entering your earlobes happens. The ship, if there was sound in space, the greatest concussion that you had heard in many years would have gone off as the impulse thrusters just rocket to life. The ship is moving as fast as it can under impulse. The first couple hours go by teeth-rattlingly painful for those of you who failed. Everything starts to kind of even out as the 6th hour hits. So roll another Constitution stamina test.
What was your guys' health at?
This one is now a
27.
14. Remember to add your good juice bonus of +2 to this.
There we
I make it.
finally.
Yeah, 17 again.
16 this time.
Yeah, 17. There we go.
Oh.
Fuck, I hate being wounded. Wait, no. Okay, no, it was okay. Yeah, I passed. I 16.
Okay. You're lucky because I rolled 2d6, and the one that everybody took would have been a 1. You would have taken only 2 damage though on this one from the 2d6. I rolled snake eyes. Hi.
Calamity, what's your fortune pool? I
Same max. as me.
27?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everything starts to even out. The rattle has been replaced by a just persistent hum. Almost like your bodies are harmonizing with the hull of the ship. Getting into perfect sync with the vibration of the engines roaring at full. There's even a quick comms burst from engineering. You know, I really would have made sure to replace the seals before we did this last week. Like I wanted to.
Be careful talking and remember to breathe.
Yeah. By the way, how's the chocolate bar I made you last time? I was doing that instead of the seals.
Okay, well, 1, wow, not the time. 2, you're gonna bite your tongue. Believe me. And 3, fuck seals.
Guys, do you know this is open comms?
Yeah.
Ragnar just sends a 3-letter response, and it comes through as a text, and it's just
H-E-H.
H-E-H.
The HUD up on Hunan, so it's just like, whoop.
The 12-hour mark hits. Everyone is watching gauges. Everyone is paying very close attention to their very intense travel. I'm glad I called this the Erebas Traverse, because it seems to be the theme of today's episode real hard. I need you to make another Constitution stamina test.
What's our target number?
It is it's another 14.
15.
Oh, yeah. I rolled
Barrel.
that raw.
Yep.
So that's a 20.
Sorry, Doc.
16. We all good? Did we all
I haven't
make
even
it?
had to re-roll my Constitution, which I'm very impressed by.
Do we roll on ones?
No, I re-roll on any failed Constitution test.
Oh, as a whole. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone pass?
Mhm.
3 fortune damage.
We take damage
Racking
anyway?
it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
IG maneuvers.
Oh shit!
If
I
you
was
fail,
not
you
taking.
take 2.
Okay, I need to retcon and figure out what was the damage we took before then.
By my reckoning, if I took 12 and I failed the first one and made it on the next 2.
I succeeded on all of them.
It was 5 and 3 for the first one. 8 altogether.
Yes.
So,
And it was snake eyes on the second roll.
5, and then it was
so
1.
the first 2 that you should have taken
Mm-hmm.
were 6.
Okay. And then the 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at 9
Succeeding
total
those
damage.
high G maneuver rolls, you still take a die. If
When-
you fail, you take 2.
Yeah, if it's only using Hunan's thrusters, we wouldn't take any on successes.
Because Hunan's special.
Mm-hmm.
Hunan's got multiple thrusters. It evens it out. Better inertial dampeners.
So is your fortune at 18?
No, mine's a 15.
Oh, right. Then it's
I failed
minus
the first
3.
Same. Yeah. Ragnar and I are at the same place. We've taken 12 damage.
It's
It's gonna be
time.
rough.
Who wants to roll the +7 test for Zep's piloting.
I'll do it.
I'll keep it to myself.
Because it's time for the Immelman.
He's got my drug, so he gets the +2.
No, it's not a stamina. It's piloting.
Oh, okay. I mean,
It's not Constitution.
you know, you never know.
I
You never
just
know
gave him
what
some
the
crystal
drug. They
meth,
might.
it's
They,
fine.
It's a 21.
Yeah.
Woo.
6 on the stun die if needed. So up the turn, I guess. Is it
Yeah.
up the turn on Zeps?
Mm-hmm.
Where we at?
19,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh, fucking Christ.
I remember
Cool
that.
and good.
Okay.
As the countdown clock that was started when the engines burst hits 0, all you hear is hold on to your butts as every retro thruster on one side of the ship fires, whereas attitude thrusters on the back fire, and it becomes a twisting, rotating ballet spin in space. Everyone makes one more Constitution test right now. Constitution stamina test.
I make it.
Shit.
Does a 14 fail? I need to know if I reroll.
Yes, this one is higher. This one's a 16.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll reroll
oh yeah,
mine.
I still made it.
I got 12.
Got 18.
Because of the fucking
17. I'm good now.
16.
That's
We get churn when you succeed, but the drama die has a 6 on it, right?
Yep.
Takes us up to 20.
I'm sitting here going, I have a feeling.
God damn it.
What a time.
Oh,
Awesome. Thanks, Dice. Super fucking cool.
wondrous.
Fucking god damn it.
All right, damage.
All right.
Those of you who failed, take 6. Those of you who passed, take 1. Roll a 5 and a 1.
Wait, who else
I'm
failed?
at,
Was I the one that failed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're on a medical bed going.
Yeah,
We're
look,
just
look,
judging you.
I'm-
It's fine.
I've gone from 32 fortune to 14.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad scene. Hey,
You
same hat. I'm going from
chose-
27 to 14.
You chose the roughest, most high risk, high stakes maneuver. I could not, not.
It's
have
very
you guys
calamity.
making these.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
Think
hey,
about
look
where
at
it
that,
came
we're all-
from.
We're all
I'm just gonna
sharing
put this out there.
fortune now.
There were 3 people standing in the room that could have shot her down.
And Eden, the odd one out. Forever.
Healthier one, the survivor.
Yeah, that too. That's the problem.
Now,
Hey, every-
I need Calamity to make her first piloting test
Okay.
as she exits the hangar. You mind also informing what happens when you roll
A 1 or a 2.
a 1 or a 2?
Guess
With
what?
your-
Our thrusters don't work!
Ah. So
We
how
can
bad
still
is that
move,
for us.
But our high G thrusters don't work until we get them back up and running.
Cool. I'm gonna make my first piloting check, and then I'm probably going to be screaming and very happy that Ragna's in the thing. This is about to be. Okay.
This is
Okay. So the handling on this thing is a 5, which is great.
target number.
So is my dex.
Target number 16 for this turn right now because of the lack of thrusters. Main
16, huh?
thrusters. You have
All you got?
attitudes.
All I got is a fucking 16. Bring it.
Germs are on this, right?
God, throwing dice around. Oh
me a
Jesus, that's
favor.
not good. You better be
Please write
high,
down
motherfucker.
-10.
Who, me?
Yeah, somebody keep track of this. We'll count up. Somebody
Okay.
write down 10.
I rolled a 16
I guess I will. For
because I got a 1, a 2, and a 3.
okay.
Jesus.
Ominous 10.
Yeah, ominous. Jeez.
Well, how many minutes was there until in between the amount of time you had estimated you would be able to get this
The
done?
1935.
And every
25?
20 hours, so there'd be 25 minutes.
It
Yeah.
took us how long to get here?
Oh, okay.
You ever play time trials in a racing game?
Super have. Oh no.
So right now there's a little green plus 10. That came up at the first check mark.
You know how in Mario Kart you'd hold down the button as the two's coming up and you get a little boost, but if you hold it the wrong time, you go. That's just what we just did.
Hunan gets shot out of the hangar in a beautiful maneuver. Like, even Calamity inside has to give props to this move.
Oh no, she goes woo! Like
And
the
then-
moment she shoots out.
You're able to use the attitude thrusters to get yourself lined up. And then it's time to punch it. And it's the perfect Millennium Falcon.
You guys hear over comms this crackly fucking thrusters are down!
You fucking what the fuck is wrong with your fucking robot?
Hi, we have to get
piece of shit.
Told you. This is why we had to prepare for them to fuck it
you
out.
do it from
I
the
gave them
inside,
the drugs.
it's fine.
My drugs
fucking
can't
fix
fix
this fucking
that.
thing, right?
So luckily, because
It's not a problem
Calamity,
drugs fix.
because Calamity is such a good pilot,
Yeah.
more time wasn't added. Because momentum from the Immelmann ejection was capitalized upon expertly by Calamity. You're gonna have to roll again.
Okay.
I'm able to get them up within a turn if I spend that turn getting them up.
So like
So from behind,
I'm working to get the thrusters back up and running.
and this isn't like booster thrusters. This is just like any thrust whatsoever.
No, we have basic thrust,
Woo!
but we
Whoa!
don't have Holy
Santa
fuck!
Claus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Klug.
damn!
holy shit, Klug!
Santa Claus.
you.
Thank you.
Fucking superhero over here.
God damn. Well, welcome to the Legion, everybody.
Yeah.
Horns.
Use your horns.
Use horns.
Use your horns.
Get horny with it.
Hold on, I have a Klug emote. I have a Klug.
I have a Klug emote.
I do, and it's called Riot.
All right.
Uh,
That's awesome. Thank you.
that's amazing. Wow.
Welcome,
damn.
everyone. Okay, so
Rashi's got it too. Yeah.
so for a solid minute, Ragna's just in the back seat, having to reach over because some of the controls are next to the essentials in front. So there's a bit of a monkey action going on, reaching up and around, trying to get the.
Just tell me how to do it. No, it's faster if I do it, but I'm trying to.
While also Calamity's trying to hold on to the fucking sticks because you are flying at insanely fast speeds.
Good thing there's two of us here as I'm getting the thrusters back online and
Oh,
running.
is now really the time to get into that?
You're an extremely.
You really want to? We're fucking basically, we're damn near ballistic right now. You want to get all I told you so off my face? Look, okay, I am sorry. that
Across
I know
the comm with
full
Eden's
capabilities
neural link,
of who
she's
I
like,
am as a pilot.
by the way, the boss is watching. Don't fuck it up.
What the fuck do you mean? As like,
Well, of course the boss is watching. Ragna's in the apex.
Through no. That's not what I mean.
I rolled a 20, and if I have stump points to spend here, I can spend.
You do succeed on this
Spend
pilot
those,
test.
man. Spend them. Spend
You
something for the
can-
pool if you need.
Ah,
Yeah, what can I even use here? Is this like
chase
stunts?
Chase stunts.
Oh,
We
it's
are
not as
racing
sexy
against
as
time.
The other one.
Shortcut
not
can
as
be
sexy.
used. Keep it
Okay.
steady can be used.
Hey.
Ooh,
Punch it. If you use punch it,
punch it. I
Oh my god, so many cats.
all right. For every point of punch it, I will allow you to reduce that 10 by 1.
Do we want to be going down or up? Oh no.
We added 10 minutes to our time frame.
Oh,
We're trying to reduce it now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
correct
10. We're
it.
10 over.
If that
Okay,
if that
so-
10 ever gets to a 25,
Oh, then we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you then. Because I have the novice rank of Ace, which reads as follows. When you perform the Punch It Chase stunt, you gain an extra +1 bonus on your next chase test above the bonus gain for the stunt. I.e., so the bonus is +2 when you spend 1 SP, it is +3 when you spend 2 SP, and so on. Does that have any effect here?
yeah,
Okay.
not on the time, but on your next test.
Okay, sick. Then I'm going to take my 1, 2, 3 plus. I can very see Ragna. I can too much see Ragna. So 4. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just dump all 4 into Punch It then.
Flip.
Wait, no, is it over 4 we up the churn?
If
or is
it's
it on 4?
It's 4 over.
4
4
over, then
over.
yeah, okay.
We already broke 20. I'll earn some fucking churn. I'll turn and burn and earn some churn. I don't have a microphone. There's one inside my.
So basically, the thrusters kick back to life, and you're able to literally punch it.
Oh, hey, great. Actually, I'd sit down.
Oh, I'm aware. It's my mech.
You're thrust back into your pilot's seats, into your jump seats. As Hunin achieves a speed that even Ragna had not gotten it up to previously. Because you were already going top speed that the chain released you at.
Yeah, this is pushing it.
Now you're firing a bullet out of a gun in a while also driving forward in a Lamborghini at max speed. And the bullet has a little rocket on the butt.
I was thinking Bugatti. It's fine.
Escudo, if anybody has ever played fucking Gran Turismo. The Hunin rockets towards Erebas. And everything is looking like it's on the right track. How many did you spend on your punch it, by the way?
4.
Okay, so reduce that 10 to a 6. It's when you get within visual scan range that Ragna sees something's different about Erebas. Something is very different about Erebas.
Oh no.
This is wrong.
Erebas,
Oh, this is fun.
Erebas is not supposed to be that shade of green in the atmosphere.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this is very wrong. Erebus isn't supposed to be that color.
Well, we got the right planet, right? Because I don't really think we get a second chance at this.
Yeah, we do. We have the right planet, but this is very different from last time I was here.
Okay, different color. Are the atmospherics like
Would I know?
different in terms of density then?
You can start
Yeah.
start doing scans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need another
'Cause-
pilot check
Okie doke.
as you're prepping to hit your orbit vector.
My dice.
Oh, hi, nose. Sorry.
Was in orbit around the planet. A wave of radiation hit my ship. Then all of a sudden I got thrown into it. Anyway, there's an insane military officer chasing me. Sorry.
Anybody hear this? Been sucked into a wormhole.
Not yet.
What'd you get?
Just trying to find
What am I rolling? For for
this
Danny.
is so sensors and I'll accept technology or tracking. It's not a restricted test. You're getting very scientific readings from the surface of a planet, so having to interpret those
Yeah.
on the fly from a sensor board is different than just having a really good sight perception.
Wait. Okay, that's not a 6. Okay, good.
Hmm.
Okay, good. Okay. Wait.
What, you don't want to get up to 30 tonight?
18. No, I don't want to get.
Boo.
18.
Chicken.
18, okay. What about that pilot test?
25.
Ooh,
Jesus,
damn.
okay.
I rolled a 10 and then I added 15 to it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I've got the math if anybody wants to see it, but yeah.
Woo.
Calamity's doing well enough to know that, well, let me tell you what Ragna gets, so I can tell you what Calamity is adjusting to right now.
Yeah.
All the readings that Ragna got originally were based off of information that had been about Erebas for the past several decades. Scans are done every once in a while. A ship will make a pass just to see where it's at. Mostly it's the Brandfod trying to check up and see what they can do, if there's anything they can change about the current situation. You know, keeping tabs on their old homeworld. It's completely different now because the chlorine content in the atmosphere has spiked.
Oh no.
And you're fairly sure that the atmosphere now has a higher density
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
and a much higher pH level.
Yes. Do you mean lower?
Lower pH.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. Well, yeah,
Yeah, acidic.
the ppms went up.
Oh yeah, that's great. Science. I've been watching all my
So-
chemistry shows.
All of those adjustments you made,
Fucking Christ.
all those calculations you made for airspeed, and yeah,
Yep.
Why?
there's some new drag calculations that need to be factored in.
You get me over your shoulder, and I don't want it to sound like I'm backseat piloting, but we need to adjust this shit. The sky of
Yeah,
Erebus,
no,
it's pure acid now, so you need to do. And then I'm gonna spout out the calculations to help with the piloting.
well,
I
this is kind of a
find-
good news, bad news thing, because we were thinking about bringing the chain down here, and, well, the wind shear alone at this speed would have taken off our airfoils, so it's good we're down here in Hunan. Bad news is, well, so much for our fucking math.
You guys get a quick ping on comms that's just math is fucked. With I'm sending back the sensor readouts as it's going, so
Now we fly by guts.
let's go.
It's
Did
a, it's a good thing that Calamity has plenty of those, because that 25 is keeping you on time. Because that was your orbit vector roll.
Orbit vector.
Ooh.
Now, let's go for your circumnavigation roll.
Neat. Neat.
So please make another pilot test.
Sure.
And you, Ragna,
Yes.
you need to make a sensors tech test, but there is an auto soft in the sensor package, so you get tech as a focus for free in this instance because Alexia's really good at her job.
Oh yay!
Lucky.
So sensors tech, you have for the focus.
Okay.
Roll that to see if you can get a surface reading.
Okay.
Wish I could just reach to the left and get the pocky.
18 again.
Another 18. Cool.
And
that-
stun points.
how many?
4.
Okay. You can make investigation stunt with this. What did
Oh, that's right.
what did-
Aha and intuition.
what did the hotshot get?
21.
You could
Also,
flashback.
you need to kick the churn up
Oh, I
Oh
could
no!
flashback.
because I rolled another 6.
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh,
yes.
yeah, no, up it again because I'm about to spend 4.
Yeah.
Aha and a flashback.
What are we at this point? Fuck it.
We're at 23 now.
Oh,
Fuck
I know.
yeah, 7
Flashback
more.
is
Let's
only
go,
1.
baby.
So aha, intuition, and flashback.
Let's get stranded on this
Up the
fucking
churn.
planet. Let's go.
I was like, wait.
I'm down for it.
All right.
Stop rolling 6 into the blue shit.
Calamity's doing a pretty good job adjusting. Seeing as the DCs of everything are a 20 right now.
Oof.
I rolled a major, so let's see, what's the word that they use?
Nightmare.
Extreme hazard, I believe is the term.
Yes.
And when you're flying that no, I'm sorry. Let's see. Moderate hazard is high G exposure. I jumped it up 2, so now it's a arduous hazard. The equivalent of a shuttle crash.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
So that's what you're flying through right now.
And Union's holding it together.
Oh my god.
Barely. Maybe. Hopefully.
Steady at 6.
Every failure, because of this hazard, if you fail these pilot tests, it's 4d6 minutes added.
Oh, that could be a lot of minutes.
That's too much minutes.
There's a lot of nuts. All right.
That's a lot of nuts. Fuck.
All right. Sorry.
Kung Fu
We
Hustle is a
just
great
watched it
movie.
like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago. So
I'm here for this.
it's fresh there.
I'm so here for this. Calamity, fuck us up. Let's go.
Shit. Fly to this planet. Thelma and Louise. Let's do this.
You can see that the way the atmosphere is currently being, there's a density, there's a pressure variance though, is what you've found in the sweep that you've begun. Looks like the upper troposphere, I think it is.
How high
Stratosphere?
up are we?
The upper layer of the atmo.
Troposphere is the lowest.
Yeah,
if I
so
remember.
stratosphere is going to be the highest.
It's,
This
it's
will be,
heliosphere or something, I think, or something weird.
Heliosphere, I think. Because it's the atmosphere that's closest to the sun.
Or it might be exosphere.
Exosphere.
There we go.
There you go.
And what I was thinking of was the thermosphere. Jesus,
Mhm.
Kerbal Space Program was a long time ago.
So
Yes, we're currently in the exosphere.
at the exosphere is where the highest containment of this chlorine is. It seems that there's a pressure variance that is causing, almost like when you're building a layered drink
Mm-hmm.
and things are layering out and separating. It's all in the exosphere. So once you break through exosphere, you would be not flying through acid.
Huh.
That's the upside.
Good news.
Downside. That's the exosphere is where you're flying. And kind of where you would need to fly to maintain time. Because as you hook around the planet, right out there in space, 2 burning masses. One a slight shade of red, the other a slight shade of blue.
Mm-hmm.
The sun filters come down on the cockpit.
Fucking hell.
You can even see there's a corona around where they meet in your in the cockpit through the shield. No, it wouldn't be a windshield. Would it be? Canopy.
There you go.
I would say, yeah, we almost certainly don't have open canopies. We're getting sensor feeds from
Mhm. So the you can see the corona in the feed. So it looks like a Venn diagram with a halo around where they cross. You can see the stars of Erebas rotating in front of you. Well, you can't see them rotate. They rotate very slowly. But there they sit. Twin balls of death.
Mm-hmm. Welcome home.
As
our...
you
Your planet's rad!
It could also kill us. Keep going.
Most rad things can.
That's when you start seeing the buildup on the outside of your camera.
Oh.
Starting to crystallize a little bit.
Fuck.
Salts are building up. As you start to hit exosphere.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You brought a coat, right? That's a little joke. That's a little pilot humor to keep you from... We're not going to die.
Flashback.
Like looking at a thing that's like altimeter and I just like hit it, it turns upside down. There we go.
Listen, that's how I keep my mech going. There's a lot of me randomly just punching controls until they reorient themselves, so...
You can tell on the console
Mm-hmm.
that the way the chart the course you charted, not the chart you coursed.
Don't put your chart before your course.
The course you charted,
Excuse me.
that was actually very good wordplay, is going to pass over one of the biggest, well, X-population centers on Erebas. A place where you've been before. And you're fairly sure you'll be able to see the crash site as you pass over it.
Oh shit.
That was yeah, that was pretty much that was I gave you a lot of information from that one sensor sweep.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything I could think of to...
That orientation, that little bit of orientation information relayed to Calamity will give Calamity a +1 on the next pilot test
Oh, sick.
because of navigation.
Huh, good. Good and great.
Which I'm gonna have you both roll now while you're running those sensor sweeps.
Good news is it's only on the upper layer. Bad news is if I go any lower, we're gonna lose velocity. That's not an okay number to fucking dice. Jesus.
Get a +1.
Yeah, which is good because oh shit, I don't think it's gonna be enough. That plus
+1 is better than none.
Can you burn fortune? Are you?
I can. I could burn it. I could burn fortune on this because I just got a 16.
From the pool or from your health pool?
The pool only gives us stun points. It's not
Yeah.
fortune for us to
Yeah,
spend.
it's stun points. It's stun points. Yeah, I can burn fortune on this. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm coming home.
Wait,
It's
but
fine.
didn't you spent 4 on the last test? So you should get a +4 on this one because of your...
Oh God!
The
I
punch
get a
it.
plus.
The punch it.
Or no. That was a die roll. That was before. That was one
Shit.
die roll back.
That was
It's
for the
not
My last
every
die
pilot
roll?
test after.
Oh, I thought this was immediately after. My brain is
there
Okay.
was
confusing
one
them.
in between that.
Okay.
There was one in between. Yeah.
Because
Synagogue's like, what? I thought I
there
spent
was
that.
there was
I know this for certain because at one point I added 15 to a roll.
Yes,
Yes,
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
that was your orbit vector.
Okay. Fuck this then. Let's see. I God, I'm at a 16. I need to scare up
We're all
at
tied
least
at
4 more
14.
points. Oh, I'd have to turn one of these dice into a 6.
Oh wow.
Doing it.
Up the churn.
Okay, we're at 24, and your fortune pool's now at?
8. That gives me a 20 on this
What
roll.
we love to hear.
Uh-huh. Single digits.
This is the
Basically
most
unkillable, it's
intense
fine.
piloting science sequence I've ever had in a game.
Because we just did like a fucking full expanse maneuver here.
This is purely for flying and science. And I love
The
it.
whole fucking thing is just shaking, and I'm just like, every time they come up, I'm shutting off another alarm.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, the beat, the tee, bang.
Altitude.
Oh, good. You do the same thing I do. All right.
Pull up, pull off. Ugh.
At some point, one of the alarms goes off, and you see Ragna's fist comes up behind your shoulder and punch the thing, and it goes off for a while.
Thanks, Skip.
All right. What did you get on your sensors test?
Help if I rolled it. I did.
Sensors tech.
16.
Okay. Life science.
Not too surprising.
Bio readings. Many bio readings. Remember that X population center I said was coming up?
Yeah.
It's not reading like an X population center. It's reading like an actual population center.
And this is near the crash site?
Just past it. The
Oh.
crash site was just outside the city.
Cool and good. Love to orbit Char.
Just as you're cutting across the top. And I mean, at the speed you're going, it's like you were passing over. Like if you were flying over New York City, it would break the horizon of the orbit and maybe count to 15 and it's gone off the other horizon. That's at the speed you're going and the rotation of the planet that you're going against.
Yeah, from the ground, we look like a comet.
Yeah.
They get enough debris around here, they shouldn't think twice about it. And you're going. There's nothing over comms from Ragna as you guys just get the reading of life science on the planet's surface.
Has the Dominion codes changed at all during their flight? Is it still feeding out the tracking information?
Yep.
Hmm.
Make a
I made a face, I got scared. I was like,
Make a face.
Yeah, we can make faces too.
intelligence cryptography tests.
I have security or tactics. If it's a code I used to use, would that help?
I will give you a half of your focus for that.
Okay.
It's still code breaking. Knowing code and breaking code is two different things.
Mm.
It'd be 11, however. Instead, I could make this a 6. To make it a 14. I don't think that's gonna do a shit, though.
I don't know. Whatever you want to risk.
Sure.
Up
Up the churn.
We have like 25 then?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that puts it at 14.
Earn that churn.
All right. It's still putting out the tracking information, but you're noticing it's changed. You're getting scramble readings within it. As in a scramble notification. That's usually
Oh boy.
kept for airfields and hangars. With a eyes on notification.
It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. It's fine. We're going hell of fast. It's fine. Everything's great.
Gone.
What the heck?
don't think there's anything.
You got one more circumnavigation, then you got exit vector.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You got one more scan in you too. Get more information before exit vector is no scan. That's just getting the fuck out and getting back to the Ching.
Oh,
20.
No. No.
Uh-oh.
Calamity,
It's a
what happened?
14. I rolled a 14. Snake Eyes and a 2. There's no. I can't get it up high enough.
Seems
I
like
can't
you-
get it up high
you
enough for that to
tell
work.
them. They're
Um,
probably fine. They're fine. They don't need to know. I don't want to add more
Well-
stress to them and let them know that.
Rolled a 20
Mm-hmm.
with a 6 on the stunt die.
Oh no!
Are
20
you for
feet.
real? Earn. That's earn.
But I also got stunt points. 6 of them.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
burn
I'm
them
stoked.
all!
I'm
Burn
jazzed.
them
I'm
all!
pumped. Do something
What
really
can
big
I
and cool
do
with
to
it.
help us get out?
Well, let's have a little look see here. Let's take a look. See how much. Let's see if you can pull your asses out of the fire on this.
Dude,
I mean,
this
it's
is
more
why-
interesting if you can't, but we're gonna see what you can do.
This is why you put characters in peril, man.
Oh yeah, you're in peril because I love you.
Seems like a questionable relationship.
All right, so
Consensual.
investigation
Okay.
and all right, that's the social stuff. We'll keep that on the back so I know where to find that. Just trying to keep track of all my data sheets here. These are
Go for
very
the social
handy.
stunts. I might.
I like that they're laminated and I could literally like wing them
And they have the
weights.
BSG corner cut off, so they're the appropriate shape for my liking.
The future is round.
The future has more sides.
It's kid proofed. It's all that breeding we do.
Okay. Lousy.
Speak for
breeders.
yourself.
Okay. Investigation and general exploration stunts are what you're looking at. So,
Ooh, general exploration.
Stitch in Time.
That's what immediately went through my head when you said general exploration. I had to make sure it was one of the ones.
This is an advanced test. I will allow it, so that you may transfer that +1 to the next pilot test.
I up the churn again and dump all 6.
Oh my god.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
You want it.
Do it.
You want it.
Burn the churn. Burn the churn.
Cool kids do it all
But that
the
doesn't
time.
fix.
No, it
This
doesn't
one.
fix this one, but it could help us in another potential. Just fucking burn it.
We
Burn
we
it.
are already literally flying too close to the sun over here. Let the wings burn, Icarus. Let them burn. I'm in danger.
Yeah.
You're in the mix of I'm in danger and this is fine with the building on fire.
Yeah.
It could be a rescue mission next episode.
I don't like the whole like
27. I mean, 17. I just rolled.
No.
On 46.
oh, so it goes up by 17.
Oh, no.
God, wait. Can I use this?
Yes. Use the calculator. Go for it.
Oh no.
Oh,
We had a
boy.
25-minute buffer. We're at 23.
Yep, it's at 23.
Yeah. I hope you guys didn't want to have kids at all.
Nah.
Yeah, fuck the 25. We are 2 minutes off being fucked. Well, you guys being fucked.
Yeah,
but,
we're gonna be-
it's
we're gonna
fucked
be
for all of
alright.
us.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's gonna be bad for everyone though. It's gonna be a real morale killer.
That's a good nickname for Ragna. Anyway.
Morale killer?
yeah.
No, just morale.
Oh, I thought it was the
That was
morale
gonna
killer.
be. That was gonna be a question.
I mean, you are a bit of a party pooper.
Could I inspire Calamity?
Yeah. You won't be. Actually, you're done scanning, so.
Basically, I'm going to. It's like, I'm gonna reach over, and since the comms are right now cutting short because we've been dropping, and there's all the build up and everything, I'm gonna be like,
Actually, I'll even say, for the first time you have ever seen on her face, Calamity looks a little scared.
Ragna's gonna lean forward and just be like, listen, we're gonna make it out of this. You're gonna make it out, and you're gonna go on a real fucking great date, and you're gonna have to tell Alex that her chocolate was delicious because you forgot to mention that.
I forgot the chocolate, and I'm gonna go on a date.
You get 9 fortune back,
Ooh.
Oh, thank God.
and you get a +2 on top of the +6 to your next roll.
Good gravy.
So bonuses all together, it's a +8 to your next test.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Hello,
That was-
and you get your fortune. You get now you're at 17 fortune.
Yep.
Wait, 17.
I just gave you 9.
You did. Can I repair?
Yes,
Okay.
it can
Yeah.
repair what's been.
Fortune.
Like,
It's the only thing we
you
have
got,
that can.
but also you got really hurt by like all like the initial like. So you had this place to heal.
Right. Sorry, I
Is it
forgot that for your
rippers?
healing, there's no distinction between spent and damaged.
Mhm.
But
Yes, for my healing, because it's baked into the original Expanse rules,
yep.
I
Okay,
am able
yes.
to heal that for you.
Awesome. Fucking hell, yeah, I'm back at 17.
You're at 17. You feel a lot more confident, and you have a +8 to your next roll.
Like I always told you, Skip, I'm basically unkillable, so glad you're along for the ride, huh?
Prove it.
With pleasure. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna have you
I'd
make
be able to
another
knock this out of the
senses test,
fucking
though.
park, mathematically
Oh, okay.
speaking.
Another sensors test. Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
Is this this is just the exit, isn't it? Didn't we...
Now it's exit.
Yeah, now it's just exit.
16.
They're all ones. These are all ones.
No.
Okay, wait.
No.
So I'm pulling in
You
bonuses from
have
like
a
a half dozen different things.
+19 on this roll.
19. God, I'm getting +9 from you?
No.
No, +8. I
Plus
thought you
8.
were a +11 for.
No, I'm at a +10.
Okay.
From
all
all
right,
of
then
my
it's a 18.
shit.
Yeah.
18, 19, 20, 21. That makes it a 21 because I rolled whatever triple snake eyes is. Sam Fisher. Fuck you, Sam Fisher, you piece of shit.
Hey, you got a stunt. You got 2 stunt points to spend.
And here they are. Yeah, I'm gonna punch it. Fine, fuck it.
Oh, hey, that takes. Okay, if you punch it, that
I'll-
makes it go down by 2.
I will burn too to just really throw everything into the engines.
What did Ragnar get?
16 on the sensors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like it's a 6 on the drama die, is it not?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah!
I didn't know if it succeeded or not, so I
Oh,
was
it
just like,
does.
all right.
We up to 28.
8. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. We're good. We're good. Churn and burn, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You you catch some core signatures.
Oh, are they familiar?
They have Kaitoan
Okay.
like signatures on them. There's 3 of them. It's almost like somebody fired something. 'Cause it's not an Apex drive signature. You got what looks like massive rail launch signatures
Oh.
from the surface on your tail. Visuals show 4 long, narrow, needle-like
All those again.
craft
Oh shit.
coming up behind you. I say craft because they're big enough to be a fighter.
Calamity notices none of this, by the way, because she is very focused on the altimeter and her airspeed.
The shakiness from the last maneuver did give you a bit of a... It rattled Calamity. But those inspiring words help her hold on. Thinking about chocolates and dates.
And the fact that you have to prove to me that you're a better pilot, so let's go.
I'm not a better pilot, I'm the best pilot.
You break orbit on a beeline for the chain. Just as you make sure that you're in open space, that's when Calamity finally checks her 6.
Hey, I've got fans.
Can I set off the torpedoes on my Apex?
That's right, you have cluster.
I do have cluster
Yeah.
torpedoes. I never use them.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're firing torpedoes, that's actually on them to dodge. You can fire at one target.
Huh? One closest to us, please.
Mm-hmm. And they
Calamity finally checks the 6, and I'm just like, oh yeah, by the way, poof, I set off the torpedoes behind us.
Well, thanks for the update.
So I need your sensors on
Sensors is 3.
3. Okay, so I have a target 13 dodge tests for this situation. That'll do. The missiles, the missile barrage spins out in a drunken, just. You ever have one of those party poppers that you pull the bottom and it just sets off all the streamers?
Guess what I have attached to my thrusters? It's the best place for them.
A drunken spinning streamer affair. And it just starts exploding in a ribbon through space. And you see diverting around and releasing what looks like some kind of spinning... You see, like, flecks of reflective, burning
Don't do this to me.
chaff
God damn it.
as it spirals through and around the barrage, lighting up the black of the void, and the 4 needle vessels continue their pursuit, one of them falling back behind because it had to take evasive maneuvers to avoid being hit by the missiles.
Hi, we need help. Do you hear on comms? We have company.
What's the timer at?
23.
No,
23.
20. Well, no, because Calamity spent
Punched it.
Yeah, punched
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah,
it's at
so it goes 2
21.
down.
21.
It's at 21.
Suck my dick.
So that's going to leave you with literally 4 minutes of activity.
Yep.
Should things remain. Now, we need to have another pilot test.
Sure.
Because now
Let's do
we're at the
test.
point where we're doing the pickup maneuver. We're going all spy hunter here with the back of the truck open.
Mm.
If that's Calamity's choice. You don't have to do that.
Oh?
You could make choices to do other things, but that was the plan. So if you continue along with the plan, you will basically spin Hunan into the best position to link and then get pulled up into the chain as simultaneously Zep will be barreling the ship to point the hangar back towards you to catch you and roll like somebody's trying to catch an egg with their hand, so you guys don't just crumple on the inside of the hangar at the
Yeah,
speed
no,
you're
it's-
going.
It's like somebody pitching an egg downfield and you're catching it with a catcher's mitt.
Yep. Without exploding it.
Okay. Fuck. 4 minutes. There's 4 minutes between us making contact with the chain and those things making contact with the chain.
No, 4 minutes before the next pulse goes off.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's two. Actually, yeah, they're right on our tail. Right, okay.
Yeah.
So
Fuck.
essentially,
Yeah, they're gonna hit the chain basically when we do.
It's going to be like maybe 60 seconds before those 4 needles will be in range of you.
Ah, fuck. Over the open comms, just... How confident is everybody on the chain with shooting down some stuff that's following me?
If I was
I
in
like the
my
words
Apex,
very.
maybe?
Very and confident are what I want to hear right now.
Oh.
Oh, long, prolonged silences make Calamity very sad.
I'm really good on my feet. I can't say I've had as much experience with the... we'll make it work.
We've picked up friends. Somebody's got to deal with them.
The hangars.
I could turn around.
I just had the perfect image for you. I'm giving this one to you.
Oh.
The hangars are going to be pointing in the direction,
Oh, I could hop into Torment.
Mm-hmm.
and you could stay within the hangar.
Yeah.
Like a big old turret.
Problem solving. Problem solving! Just gonna start problem solving into the direction of the hangar to get towards Torment.
It's rough, seeing as Zep is
Oh, God. Yeah.
Zep is currently maneuvering.
This is why you practice with the servos off on the power armor.
Holy shit. You're right.
So I need
actually.
you to make Dex 0G.
Oh, I don't have that. That's okay.
Wait, free fall.
Don't have that.
Dex
That's fine.
free fall.
So +4.
The one who's good at it ain't here.
The one who's good at it does a lot of high G maneuvers.
Today,
16?
especially.
Yeah, 16.
16. Okay. Yeah. Using the magnets and the microgravity, you're able to flow with the tumble of the ship, making your way towards the hangar. Now you're jumping into Torment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a better idea for Torment to grab the gun from I forgot the name of Gallows.
Finchel?
Apex.
Shell?
Finchel.
What's your base?
It doesn't exactly just
It
come
doesn't-
off.
No, it doesn't
Okay,
come
okay.
off.
Yeah, and
It's Rex's railgun.
also
Oh,
I'm
right,
not
okay.
compatible with your cockpit.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, she needs her
She can neural
pluggy
link.
plugs. Okay.
Also, like, I don't know, like, because, like, the way our hangars, like, sort of, like, dual split, like, which
Is
mechs are
facing
where.
outward.
That was the thing. Is like I wasn't. Just kind of popped into my head. It's just like, would that make sense? And the answer is no.
The
Mm-mm.
best I could do is Neuralink in to get us better.
They don't like that.
You hear, Gallo, you have the con.
Wait, what? Wait, who? Wait.
Don't worry, you'll do fine.
Gal's just gonna trip over his own like couch seat and then try to just get like seeing the is the pilot seat empty?
Yes.
He's gonna scramble the pilot seat.
Zep,
Just like what
Zep,
the fuck?
Zep punches you on the shoulder and says, "Don't worry, I programmed everything. Just hit engage when the button comes up.
Oh, okay.
It's all math. Don't worry." And he starts heading down. Okay.
He doesn't break his legs trying to run through this.
I have a rifle. I never use it, but my mech does have a rifle.
I was thinking about that, but
Shoot.
yeah,
Mm,
there are still 3
Are you
chasing us.
Voltron? How much?
firing and flying into the hangar at the same
Yeah.
time is gonna be difficult.
I'm Calamity Realm. I'm the Blue Ruin.
Okay, with a little radiation, let's go.
Speaking of which, a quick text comes up in Calamity's display. What's your access?
Oh.
What's your access?
Do I see this?
Oh, access. Like,
No. What's your
Huh?
access code, essentially?
oh, you absolute motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I glance over my shoulder, like just, and then like hold my hand over the console and type something into it.
Wow.
And the message that comes back up on his screen is peekaboo, followed in all caps by "If you fucking tell anyone, I will end you."
Change it after we're done. Is all you get back.
If there is so much,
In torment, all your cockpit lights up. Sit down, and you're ready to go. Shortly after that, as Hunan is getting nice and tight, about to rotate into position to land, or, well, make contact with, I should say, the hooks to safely be brought back into the engage pops up in the pilot seat.
Press the button.
Yeah, as soon as it pops up, Callaway's just gonna be like, okay.
As soon as you press it, your arm gets pulled back
oh,
to the chair.
Oh.
so
From the G-force of you getting pulled into the couch.
He wasn't sitting in it.
oh no! Oh no!
Please make a strength might test.
Oh no!
He was kind of just scrambling.
I love you for admitting to that.
Oh, up the turn?
Yeah,
If it succeeds.
Are you for real?
If it
Okay.
succeeds.
strength.
What'd you get?
Strength might. So that would be a 13.
That'll succeed.
Oh, yeah.
Got 29.
Don't
No
forget
matter
it's also
what,
precious
you-
As
End
he
of it.
reaches over, like, yeah, I'll press the button, dude, and then immediately is just holding on for dear life to the back of the couch as you are horizontal in the fucking.
fucking full
in the-
on fucking
in the
space
bridge.
walls. Oh no.
Yeah, Rick Moranis in.
Yeah, ludicrous speed.
Oh no.
The ship rotates on a pre-programmed flight coordination as all four hangars open for balance purposes. If three opened, it would set everything off into a weird angle. So all four open.
Sorry. I just grabbed my can.
What is Eden doing?
My back is.
What is
God.
Torment doing? As it opens, what's Torment's action? You're gonna get a sight line out into.
If I can get any viewpoint on the target, she's gonna try and at least take a shot.
Okay. Make an. You're neural linking right now for this shot, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make your accuracy rifles test.
Nope, it's 3. Ugh. That would be an 11.
That'll hit.
Okay. You're safe. I had to double check, make sure that wasn't on the stunt die.
Roll damage, please.
Cha. Making sure it's the right one. Yep. 8.
Nope. One of them becomes a bright spark in the night before
Yes.
becoming a glittering trail of debris spreading out amongst the stars. 3 more remain. I'll have Calamity make her pilot check now.
Is there a universe where after I have turned this thing around, I could just open fire with that shotgun?
We'll see how you do
Okay.
on that.
I appreciate that is probably asking too much.
Is
I
there
just wanted to...
anything that I can do to assist?
At this point, you're along for the ride.
Okay.
There was a lot that you were doing before, but at this point, this is pure pilot chutzpah.
I'm feeling very inspired, but alas, it's like so many things in Calamity's life. It has waned a bit. Okay.
Yeah. Splash 1.
Uh, 24.
Okay. Hunan flies in, rotating beautifully. Arms in the perfect position to hook into the shoulder clamps. But as Hunan is rotating in, Morgana rotates out. And they slide
fucking-
back to back.
Beauty.
Shield and
Heads.
charge blade out. Thrusters firing into the void.
Oh no! Wait, no!
Hunan locks in.
Oh wait, no!
You can make some attacks if you want.
As soon
Who
as
wants to
Calamity,
roll?
go after him.
As soon as we slam into the back of the thing, well, I'll say this much because I like where you're at with this. I go to bring up the targeting systems. What?
Go after him.
Oof, as soon as you say go, like fuck it, I'm out. I'm back out of the ship. Fuck it. I don't shoot. I just launch back out after him.
Okay.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Let's make a little bit of a melee attack here. Zep.
I mean, he did win.
Zep has a dex of 4.
Okay, that's good because
You had me roll them, and I never rolled them.
With a focus
question:
in piloting.
have our apexes seen any repairs since?
Oh no.
Then
Okay.
his is down.
So yes, the handling currently is a maximum of 5 on or 4 on Morgana right now. So
So that is max.
He has piloting with an
Mhm.
expertise
Mm-hmm.
in Apex.
oh,
Please
All right.
make that attack. So that's a
Sure.
7. Plus 7.
yeah.
Are we rolling to hit him, or is he?
Yeah.
rolling to- Okay.
You rolled ahead.
And this is a +7.
Mm-hmm.
13.
That'll very much hit. The charge blade. Oh, roll Morgana's charge blade attack.
Sword mode.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 2d6 plus 5, please.
$12.
He. Yeah, definitely not. Morgana does a forward, like a feet forward front flip, and comes across, just dragging the blade along one of the sides of the needle. You just see it renting open as bodies fall into the void before they are vaporized by the explosion and the radiation from the charge blade.
Holy shit.
2 remain. You can make an attack.
Sure, love to. What the fuck weapon systems we got on this thing? We got the
Shotgun, auto rifle, missile barrage.
and the missile barrage is the thing we did before, and with mixed
Yeah,
results.
that's not the best.
Okay.
That's why I don't use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you
Auto
and I have the
rifle?
same.
I'm good with the other ones. You got the shotgun and the auto rifle. I would recommend the shotgun.
Okie dokie. Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna, as I'm watching this, going like, damn, do I look that cool from outside? I must. It's my robot. Line up. Meanwhile, this thing's going, trying to line up a shot with the shotgun, and
Plus
Okay.
5.
so, this is where it gets weird because I've got your robot in my stats. So 2, equal to that. So my dice came up an 8. What do I get to add for your? Because like this is
Sensors
shooting
are your
is-
max for this. So what's the
Yeah.
sensors on unit?
Sensors is 3 plus gunnery if you have it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've got all kinds of nonsense there. So
So it's plus 5.
3 there. And then I've got plus 2 plus 1. That comes to a 14.
That will hit.
Ah, thank Christ.
Roll damage.
Out of curiosity.
Did you open choke? Or close choke?
That's also a good question.
I'll assume
Uh,
you did open choke.
Yeah.
And what's your question?
Are we able to have a sensors get a clear picture of the bodies that came from out of the needle?
Mm.
You'll have to check after the immediate combat because this is a kind of a very immediate, a lot of stuff is happening all at once right now.
2d6 plus 3.
Plus 3. 12. Hey. 4, 5, 3, 12. Yeah.
2d6,
Splash.
that's the spread.
Splash 1. Yep, I know. It's hitting both.
Yeah, I'm kind of going with Calamity. Wouldn't have even thought about the mode. She just pulled the trigger because this is going over the course of like 10 seconds.
Another one crumples and there's a ripple of explosion across the hull as it breaks into pieces. Another one gets pelted, but it shudders as it stays on course. They're within range right now to make impact. You're also at your 1 minute warning before the wave hits. You get one action. What are we doing?
I will just declare to the group at least. We don't have to take it this moment. I am turning around and going back to the ship because I have 60 seconds to get aboard it or die.
Sounds smart.
So that's what I'll be doing for sure.
My action. Do I get one?
Mm-hmm.
Stizel's up to follow suit.
Okay.
Order.
After hitting the engage function, everything else was based on like automated calculations and stuff. So
You didn't have to make any rolls for that.
Can you
Yeah.
access the defense?
PDCs, yeah.
maybe if I was in the chair.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he wasn't in the chair. He's currently holding on for his dear life.
Okay.
He rolled well enough that I'm not going to make him roll it again.
But yeah, I think that'd be asking a bit much from his current position. I think he's just trying to not hurt his body right now.
Yeah.
Everything hurts. Yeah, I'm sure
'cause-
that is
'cause-
not gonna feel good.
Yeah, again, he's still dealing with active injuries, like unhealed wounds. Poor guy.
Eden, in torment.
She'll take the shot.
Okay. Make a rifles test. Also do your strain.
Yeah. Does the 12 pass?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll have to reroll. Okay. 13.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that'll be for 10 damage.
Okay. Oh, it didn't have much. Okay. Yeah. The final needle-like vessel gets ripped up by the rifle fire. Just as that happens, you start to see the hangar bays are closing. I need a roll from Calamity here for piloting to get back in.
No problem. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 20.
That'll do.
Unclench.
Yeah, basically. God, my whole back is so tense right now. Just
Shoulders clip in. Get pulled into the hangar. The bay doors are begin to close beneath the feet of Hunan. Make a pilot test for that.
And you said it was a +7.
Mm-hmm.
Just 10 points. Not 6 of them. Cough. 21.
That'll succeed.
He beat you by 1.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
whatever. I rolled so many. Whatever.
Now is not the
Do it
time to be
17
comparing.
Like, do it 17 times in a row, motherfucker. Let's go.
Can we not for my heart?
Morgana. Boosters flare. Blade goes away. Does a fantastic pirouette and a little bit maybe rougher than Calamity would appreciate.
Yeah.
Slams into the bay.
It's more of a, where's my robot? Boom! Ah, thank God.
This may not be the best time to point out to you guys, but no matter what we do, at the end of a scene always ups the churn.
Yeah. Up the churn.
Are we at 29?
30.
30.
Okay, we're all in. We're all in
Yeah.
the chain.
So I got the robot back, but one of us is liquefied inside.
Morgana hit a little hard, though. And those bay doors seem to be stuck in a position.
Oh no.
Just as the timers on all of your Apex hit, everything starts to flicker. Comms drop. For the next 20 minutes, there's silence.
I go over to the hangar.
If you try to leave this apex, I stop you.
You got 20 minutes, so you two can have it out in the cockpit
No.
right now.
It's an
You're not
order.
going out there.
It's an order. Let go of me.
I don't
we'll
give
be
a
we're inside
shit.
the chain.
You
we're
are
fucking
not.
fine.
I am not gonna let you kill yourself over this. Sit your ass down.
No, I'm fine. I need to make sure the rest of the ship is fine. We're inside the hangar. What
The hangar
could
bay
go
door is
wrong?
open. I can't let you do this. Sorry.
God damn it! No. This is an order from your captain. You didn't listen to my previous one. You'll listen to this one. Let me leave.
Fuck you!
I feel like you know better than anyone what being exposed to space right now does. So, no. Ma'am. No, Ragna. I'm sorry.
Good. Okay.
Unless I'm completely misunderstanding the situation here.
I'm pulling rank. I would like to be able to roll a leadership test to tell Calamity to fuck off and let me leave.
Oh, we're going intimidation.
You could also just deck me.
See, I'm not good at that part.
Neither am I.
I
I'm
hate.
terrible at it.
I'm just gonna share this with Kevin next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Please roll.
I could go out in my.
All right,
suit
this
that I
will be
have
an
in my
opposed.
Apex to fix it without exposing myself.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no comms.
And there's no time.
This will be an opposed
No, it's in there though. I could.
communication, intimidation, or opposed. Yeah, we'll go communication leadership against willpower, courage, or self-discipline.
Okay. Yeah, our comms are all just completely fucked because of.
Yep.
Could talk to each other in person.
I can't tell Zeph
Yeah,
what I
we
really want to tell him
can.
right now.
That's great.
Why are you
Well,
covering
yeah,
your dice?
are you
That's
hiding
actually
the dice?
really not.
What's going
yeah.
on here?
No,
You never
it's-
do that.
I don't
I
like
rolled
that.
an 11.
No.
What'd you get?
20.
Wow. Yeah, that beats the shit out of my 11.
And my turn would go up.
Oh, it's at
It's
two.
at 1 now.
It's at a 1.
Yeah,
There you go.
now we're at 1.
Sick.
That's nice.
All right, so what do you say that convinces me to do this?
I have lost so many people, and I have let people die, and I'm not gonna let it happen again. I need to make sure. I need to make sure that everyone's okay. This is something I need to do personally.
If you
Punch
turn
me
into a
about it
goo
later.
pile, I'm
Punch me about it later.
If you turn into a goo pile, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed at you later.
Hatch opens the cockpit.
No, like I just like do this, like trying to
Yeah,
cover myself with
voice.
something, anything.
Your bays are closed at least.
Oh, that's right. Ours are. Yeah,
Ours are fine.
that's right. Ours are fine.
I need a free fall test. Dex free fall.
Tell him to put the shield over the cockpit.
Will do. 10, 11, 17.
Yeah. Ragna tumbles out like the void-born brandfod that she is, expertly using every bit of zero-G maneuvering technique that she's got to get out of the hangar, get through that door, and over to the hangar door for Morgana. Downside is there's a big red light over that door. That's this chamber unpressurized. Chamber not pressurized. Void hazard. You know that there's no opening that door unless you do some mechanical overriding with your own bare hands. And even then, you'd be opening up the interior of the ship to the void.
Putting everyone else at risk. I just bang on the door a couple times.
No response.
I don't try to open the door. I'll stand here and... Oh, wait.
20 minutes go by. Silence amongst the crew. Finally, the wave, the pulsar radiation, the breath of dying worlds passes over the chain.
I immediately pull my void suit on, and I, as soon as the pulse is over, I hit the, what are they called?
Seals?
Yeah, like the bulkhead seals.
Oh, you want to? Oh, you're gonna seal that part.
I'm
of
gonna seal that part of the thing, and I'm over comms. Stay where you are currently. Do not come near the hangar. Gallo, I may need you in medbay, and I depressurize and open the door once the pulse is over.
Understandably, I also get into make sure that I'm in a pressurized suit because I'm in that room as well.
Door opens, and you can see that there's a good 3-meter gap left in the hangar bay doors where they opened. 0G in the hangar around you. You're able to push off and head towards Morgana. Morgana is situated perfectly, as though Calamity had parked her herself. Hovering up to the cockpit, you hit the external release. Hatch pulls back.
Would I have had? I would have had like a mask or something with me, like one of the void suit things.
Yeah.
Does it like slap on his
void
head if
suit,
he's not wearing
helmet
one?
collar. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The hatch pops open, and sitting in the pilot's seat, no helmet, is Zep.
Yeah.
There's something strange, though, coming up from over his neck, around the front, up his jaw, up and over his mouth, are Nemedian scales. He looks up at you and just gives a little shrug and a thumbs up. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I can't scream because everybody else in the house is asleep. But I want to scream right now.
Everybody for hanging out with us. We're going to get out of here. I have been Conry. With me from afar has been...
A Vox.
And with me in person.
Okay.
Just Kevin.
Sandra Lee.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. Remember, 8 p.m. Saturday is our next show. Be with us on the Discord. But until we see you again, remember to always stay evil. Good night, everybody.